All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if this sounds all right, hit that number one. Again, had a little issues getting things started, so let's one of those extra important to hit that number one to make sure that we are Kevin, Maddie, Curiously Trucking, Dance, Kevin, Arslan. All right, perfect. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Anyways, first off, for those of you that watch us in the archive, thank you very much. But also to be upfront and transparent, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you have to help support the stream. And you can do that by saving yourself some money by using code CLAY, which is case sensitive. So it's got to be all caps with any of these prop firms that you see here on the screen. So, like I said, it's a win-win. Whatever the promotions are that any of these prop firms running, code CLAY will give you that promotion. So save yourself some money and help support the stream. And for those of you that are here live right now, thank you very much to all of you that have used code CLAY and that continue to use it. You guys and gals and furries are the reason why this remains ad-free and why I show up on a continuous basis. So I thank you all very much. You're making you got literally, quite literally, you are the reason. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, August 11th. The year is 2026. And I'm trying to think if we want to, I don't know if I really need to wait till 11 a.m. I'm on a streak of cooked accounts. Good news is that it was not a test account. Or I'm sorry, not a pro account. It was a test account. But yeah, I don't think there's an... If you were thinking that there would be some sort of bounce, like I was, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, especially when in the pre-market it was not that volatile. So for it to open up that much after being a pretty tight range, it got me at least. I don't know if it got anybody else. But yes, there was some death this morning. So that's 2 days in a row. Yesterday, as I talked about, it was my pro account that got cooked. So those are way worse. Never fun, though, to cook an account, but at least it was not a pro account. So that is kind of the quick little recap of my day. Usually I kind of save that stuff for 11 a.m., but I don't know if there's really anything to learn from it. It's just, yeah, there it is. So it is what it is at this point, and we'll just see what happens. And I'm already getting smudges on my glasses. I cooked my... Zooks, bummer. Did you go long too? That was a dirty move. That was pretty rough. If it was already a little bit more volatile at the start, maybe that would have been a little easier, but I don't know. And then it's been kind of one of those mornings. So then I put this alert out in the chat in our private community. Let me find that real quick. Right here. So here's something I put in the community right here. Just call it, a short right here. So I showed my order right here at that level. So at basically 791. But then, where is that? Yeah. So and that was right around here. So it came up here, hit that area 791, and then pulled back very nicely. Problem is, it was one of those where before it came up and did that, this candle here was acting like it didn't want to come up there. So it was one of those instances where if you trade long enough, I'm pretty confident you're going to have one of these moments where you're like, all right, whatever, fine. It's not gonna go to where my original trade plan was. Let me just get in now. And then as soon as you get in, it goes right up to your trade plan. So for me, that threw everything off, and I made a whopping $20. So it's just like, so it's kind of just been one of those mornings for me. So yeah, So, but we'll see. Maybe things, maybe I can turn around the ship here, get it in a little bit better of a groove, but I'm kind of grooveless right now. But, okay, we are approaching a potential short up here. You can see that this area has provided resistance. Then on the good news front, I did pass, I converted a new horse into a racehorse that I can throw in the stable. So that's always good. So it wasn't like it's been terrible. I did start off getting at least one account pass. I think I have some flip days on it, but either way, so not terrible, but it certainly could be better. But how are your days? Enough about me. How about you guys? Red, green, terrible, best day ever, worst day ever, passed an account, blew an account. Where are your days at? Hey, good morning, Lisa. Yes, as far as prop firms are concerned, I am a horseman. We call it the racehorse model. I have 7. You have 7 horses or racehorses, Chad? There is a difference. Again, as far as the analogy, horses are just test accounts. When you pass the test and get a pro account, those are the racehorses. I think it's most being a good trader, literally just surviving. Yeah, Slomar, yep, well said. That is so much true. Even if you're not in the groove, a lot of it has to do with you just got to survive. Yep, fully agree. Well said. Green so far, nice job, Mark. Small green, Brian, fantastic. Medium green, okay, I like it. Finding today frustrating. I hear you, Kevin. Maddie, small green, mostly due to trading scared. Why? What do you think? Why do you think? Why do you think you're trading scared, Maddie? Any ideas on that? Trucking green, good green after a bad day. Tiny green, wow. Anyways, I can make a withdrawal, but hey, all right. Always getting payouts. That's always a good thing. Blue 50K Vel. Then before that, yeah, as I talked about. Oh, I'm talking real horses. Okay, yeah, I'm talking metaphor. Oh, you're talking real horses. You have 7. Cool, cool. So you have 7 horsepower, huh? You got a 7 horsepower engine. I like it. Gurpreet is green. I think just the lack of volume coming in the open. Oh, gotcha. So you're not. Yeah, I guess I meant scared, but like you're maybe you're trading cautiously. You got your hands full. 2 mules. Yeah. All right. Like I said, if this is essentially been somewhat of a okay, maybe not that, but maybe something more like this has been an interesting range. So yeah, for you, just trade the range, people. I would assume you guys are getting ready to potentially get short here. I might be joining you, but I don't know. This is now working on our 4th green candle in a row. So is this going to be one of these grinds that just keeps on grinding all of a sudden? Green thus far, very good, Lisa. Okay, I'm short. Just going to try to trade the range. If this is no longer the top of the range, well, then this will be a losing trade. People think just trade their. Okay, well, there you go. Wrong. I guess the range is done ranging. And now everybody can come out and tell me how I should have known that the range was done being a range. Which is always interesting timing. After the range is no longer a range, or they tell me why I should have known the range was no longer a range. Then, of course, if I don't take the trade and it rejects, the same people tell me why I should have taken the trade and should have known of how it was, how they knew it was still a range. I am mainly joking. I'm talking more so just in general because I don't get a lot of that. You guys, I think we've cultivated and continue to cultivate a good group of people. So sure, those people come around every now and then, but I don't think they really stick around much just because they're like, oh wait, I can't just run my mouth without getting called out for it. Never mind, I'm out of here. Yeah, because that's why. Yeah. That's why it's just like just trade the range. It's not as easy as what it appears. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, hit that like button. If you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, please hit the like button. It does help. If you've never been here before, welcome. Good to have you. No need to hit the like button because I understand you have no idea if you're going to like this place. But hey, if you've already been here before and you do know you're going to like it, oh, now is it going to try? Do I try again? I might try again here. Maybe I was just a little too early. And this is going to go right back to being a range. Let's see if it wants to pop back up. There we go. All right, I'm going to try it again. Beautiful candle here. Let's see if we can get this thing to reject back down. I need to be somewhat stingy with my stop. Thanks. Oh boy. Are we going to have one of these days? We are right at the 50 SMA on the 5-minute. So if we were to look over at the 5-minute right now, I could potentially be adding short right now. See if it wants to reject off that 50 SMA. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oh my goodness, another beautiful candle. Can they deliver though? Virgil. Oh, hello. Virgil, wait, are you the guy that's if unless I'm talking about trading at all times, you're gonna call me out? So if I talk about the weather for 7 seconds, are you the guy that's like, can we get back to trading? Is that you, Virgil? Then I have to put you in timeout, or if you're like, what is this guy talking about? I apologize, Virgil. Maybe I have you confused with somebody else. What's Thunderbirds? Is that the one with like cats or something? I am short. Got some targets down there. Trying to play this range, maybe thinking this is just a fake break of this former range, but right now it's being stubborn. This 200 SMA, the pink line, doesn't quite want to let the price fall below it. Thundercats. I think I've heard of Thundercats before. I am the guy that you have evacuated. I am the guy you have evacuated your after having an argument with another guy with a pro. So you're not the guy that's always like, can we get back to talking about trading? That's not you? Oh my goodness, another upper shadow. I am trying my best to just be patient with this, but it does not want to let go to the downside, it seems. But I'm trying to be patient. Okay. So, Virgil, I don't know. You're either dodging my question or I'm not quite, or maybe it's not you, so you're not quite understanding. Chop is my spirit animal. Well, I don't like your spirit animal. Can you like get a BB? Never mind, I won't say that. Look at this. Just let go. Let go. Come on. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Now, this is okay. I'm gonna start to move my stop down now. Would love it if I could get at least this target hit. That'd be good. So these candles did ultimately work out. I'm glad I trusted them. Not exactly smooth sailing, but glad I trusted them. Come on, hit that first target. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Crap, crap. Not 54. No. 4. Oh boy. See? Can you see what type of day that could have been? Just yeah. Let's go down to VWAP. Yeah, I have the 21 EMA. That could be. Should I take one off right there? Maybe it won't matter if this is about to come back up. Come on, come back down. I should probably look to take one off right here because that is a very valid bounce point. Looks like it's not going to matter anyways. All right, not going to matter anyways. Well, I'm telling you, I am the guy you talk about. Okay, so you are the guy. Okay, we were wondering what happened to you. Morning Clay has a new build. How's good? Was over there yesterday. Drywall first layers on. All the seams are taped. All the net or screw holes are taped. So now it's kind of we're at the mercy of science right now. In the sense of kind of one of those things that's frustrating, but there's really nothing you can do. Yeah, they have things going to try to get the drywall mud to dry quicker, but at the same time, you're just under right. It's just science, right? The math is going to be the math, and however all that stuff works from a numerical standpoint of drying, blah blah blah, humidity levels, blah blah blah. It is what it is. But people were the siding's getting started, so working on siding. Some porch stuff was getting worked on. Propane guy was out there. Heard back from the concrete guy from my email. And it was what I suspected. He told a trusted employee to go over there and take care of it, but it wasn't. So he was like, I'm not sure. To be fair, like he's like, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying. It's just, so I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. I'm kind of torn on how to handle it. Will you make a video of the building? Like, I don't know. I don't know, Lisa. Honestly, a lot of those videos, when I did the trader vlog ones, they weren't that popular. And there's quite a bit that goes into them, editing wise, because you get a bunch of footage and you got to cut it, put in some music, blah blah blah. And it's just like I'm not. So I don't know. That's my long way of saying I'm not sure. Well, you got to think there's been several people that have now drawn that tread line. Look at that thing. That's like a newbie tread line. And those are the best ones where you got to think everybody and their brother's uncle has probably drawn it because that doesn't guarantee anything, but it does make, those self-fulfilling prophecies that much more, I think, plausible. Hey, good morning, Spartacus. In fact, what is this one from? Oh, that's from that way up there. Doc Soul. Yeah, I should probably get that one in here. So do I try to play a breakout of that level? I don't know. Indica, howdy. Rent a Lambo and private jet and put thumbnail while chicks in bikinis. I mean, do you even need to do that now? Can't you just like AI all that stuff? I'll ask the workers, the guys that I become friends with. I'll be like, hey, would you fellas, yeah, guys, no, or girls in bikinis, nah, MJ. I'm gonna ask them if they'll just all take their shirts off with their work belts on. Oh, we're gonna bring in a crowd, all right. Might be a little bit of a different demographic, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we got to change up the game. Girls in bikinis is overplayed. How about shirtless dudes in their tool belts? How about that? Yeah, we're to change the game. Whoa, days, yeah. My shirtless workers. The shirtless workers in Daisy Duke jean shorts, shirts off, in tool belts. There we go. Hey, James. Good afternoon. Hey, Mitmont. Can I be Mr. October? No, you got to get over here and start. You got to like at least cut a piece of wood or something. I've seen that, Mitmont. You are, those things, you're getting a great ROI on those ones. Do you think algos care about trud lines? I mean, they plot. No, algos, no. No. I think algos are very overrated. Yeah, that's what I've always told him from day one. I'm like, because I go out there to take pictures, just for documentation. Just we're hey, we're like a lot of people. We like to have memories and stuff. My wife wants to like document our home build. Shocking, I'm sure, but anyways, sometimes the guys are working with their shirts off. I'm like, hey, so that's what I always joke with them. I'm like, listen, fellas, I I'm taking picture of shirtless men, but I'm putting together a calendar. I'll give you guys a slice of the pie when we make $13 from this thing. I'll give you a slice of the pie. All right, quite the pullback here. I'm gonna try a buy down here. Again, if this is essentially what I think to still be potentially a bottom of range. So yes, after a whole lot of kind of sloppiness, this did ultimately prove to just be a fake break of the upper range. No, Maddie Dented. No. Thank you for the transparency, by the way, though. But yeah, bummer. I've been there, man. I've spiraled too. Good morning, Clay. Up another name. Well, Steely Dan, you can just do a very quick flip trade, right? You could do one MNQ and just buy, sell, click those buttons as quick as you can, and then that'll do it. So it's not like it's got to be an actual trade. All right, we are getting. All right, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to go here because I can get a little tighter of a stop. There we go. So pretty much looking for a double bottom off that area. My stop is about 8. Let's call slippage 10 points. So looking for a long down here. Stop is the red. Yeah, that'll still count as a trade. Yep. Hey, keeping the West wild. I don't think you were here yesterday. If you were, I apologize. I must not have seen your messages, or maybe you're just a little bit more quiet. Again, looking for a long at the green line. Stop is the red. Again, right here. I could see this bouncing right around here being the actual bottom of this range. But I didn't really like that entry because the stops got a little goofy for me. But this is a lot more cleaner in terms of just entering a stop. I passed my first eval. Again, John, 24/7. This is why I continually, like, I know a lot of you are annoyed by how often I talk about it. But the racehorse model, one of the great benefits is proof of concept. That's great you passed the test account, but instead of seeing if you could pass some more test accounts using the same method, you went right to your pro account, and then maybe you just learned, okay, maybe I have some fine tuning I need to do. I wish you would have learned. Oh crap! What? Well, that was, what was I up? Like 49? So that was quite literally $100 in like a microsecond gone. And right there, my friends. Right there, my friends, is an example. I'm not saying hard stops are a bad thing. I'm not saying they're a bad thing. But I am saying there's always a trade-off. Had that been a mental stop, which I do often use, I'd still be in this with a nice little green trade. Because mental stops, sometimes the move happens so quick that you literally can't even react. And then you're like, okay, wait, okay. So, yeah. That literally was I don't even, like, nanosecond, a microsecond. That gone. Well, trade the range. Anybody thinking that this was the range down here, or still potentially like myself losing trade? Well, assuming they're using stops and stuff like that. I guess if they're holding and hoping and are just averaging down into oblivion, maybe there's still a chance for them. Anyways, back to the talking point. When you pass a pro account with Take Profit Trader doing the racehorse model, there is no obligation for you to have to activate it right away. I argue get another one passed. Maybe get another two pass. Not only are you building up some some extra accounts, you're also doing something with the proof of concept. Because I mean, there's a chance that you might have passed that eval. You might have passed a test, but it could have just been with a bad strategy. Because that's what makes trading hard. Bad strategies sometimes work. But I'd rather have you figure out that it was a bad strategy as you cook another test account as opposed to what just happened to John, where like he went to a pro account and then just cooked it just like that. So I try to harp on it. Um, John, it's really not that hard to. Here's the racehorse model. Moving forward, you don't get to trade any more pro accounts until you have 3 pro accounts. Okay, until you have 3 past test accounts. Remember, let me put it this way. You do not get to activate another pro account until you have 3 that are available to activate. Does that make sense, John? That's the racehorse model for you, to simplify it the most. You may not activate another pro account with Take Profit Trader until you have 3 pro accounts eligible to activate. Yeah, that a drop that well, I mean, it even got me. Did you see that one trade I had, Indica, or did you step away for a while? Makes total sense. Well, there you go. Live and learn. All I know, John, is do not reset the pro account. Because for that pro account reset, you could go buy like 5 or 6 test accounts. That is another benefit of the racehorse model. It will take away that temptation from you. Because you won't need to reset the pro account you just cooked because you have another pro account waiting for you in the racehorse stable, to carry the analogy through. You can reset a pro account. Yes. It's very, not seems expensive. It is. How expensive? Well, for this price to reset one pro account, you could go buy 5 or 6 test accounts. I'm thinking about making it 10. Maddie, as someone that's done that, that's probably a bit aggressive, unless you're copy trading. But I'd say like 3 to 5 would probably be good. I thought you short, Clay. Well, I mean, I do both. Yeah, I have not done that yet, rookie. It has crossed my mind, but I have not. I have not done that. Yeah. The 50K is 6 something, I believe. My Clay, my race. Yeah, that's like the next phase, where then you convert your racehorses into just cash cows. They become cows because you're just milking those things every day. I have 2 activated, 1 standby, 1 that's passed. Again, Leon, just a reminder, with Take Profit Trader, you're under no obligation to have to activate it. So just because you pass, you can let it sit there unactivated. I have some accounts that are, that I passed, I don't know, 4 months ago, that have still are, they're just there waiting to be activated. So like here, let me just show you what that looks like. So like here is so these ones I've cooked, and yeah. So I'm not sure why they're kind of mixed, but you'll always have Um, why do I only have? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me see something real quick. I'm actually a little confused by this now. What? Where? I should have 5. Why do I only have 3 there? Huh. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. It'll just say pending, and whenever you're ready to activate it, that's where you click go to pro. But it just stays like that. Um, it just stays like that. There's no monthly fee. There's nothing like that to have the account, and that's one of those kind of hidden things about Take Profit Trader that makes the racehorse model really nice. Is that those accounts can just sit there. I don't know, Kyle. At some point, the analogy just gets pushed too far, and now we got Mintmont converting horses into cash into cows. So no, no, Nathan, I don't. That's what. Yeah, I don't know why that shows like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching it on my desktop. I just tried closing. I'm tricky like that. Yeah, no, I haven't been anywhere close to cooking 10 pro accounts this month. Yeah, Lisa, it's again the racehorse model accomplishes 3 things. First thing it accomplishes is avoiding trading scared, right? If you have only one pro account, I found myself, many others have told me they find themselves trading scared. And the fear comes from, oh crap, I don't want to lose this account because if I lose this account, I have to go through the test phase again. But if you know that you already have some other accounts waiting for you, then you're gonna trade more relaxed because you're gonna be like, okay, it's not the end of the world if I cook this thing. So you're eliminating trading scared. You're also eliminating the temptation to reset a pro account, which is very, very expensive because if you only have one and you cook the pro account, it'll be a very frustrating experience. I can tell you, even when I have other accounts waiting for me, I'm always very irritated at myself, frustrated whenever I cook a pro account. It's just not a pleasant experience. And in that frustration, I can see people being like, screw it, listen to the screw it voice, hit that reset button, and then you're paying way more and you're messing up your ROI numbers. But if you have other past accounts waiting for you, you will not face this temptation. So that's reason number 2. And then reason number 3 is what we just talked about. It offers like a proof of concept. Because the fact of the matter is, bad strategies can create win streaks. So bad strategies, bad approaches could get you a past account. But let's make sure that it's not a bad strategy. Let's make sure it's valid. How do you do that? Well, let's just set that pro account aside, don't activate it, and let's see if you can use that same strategy and pass another account. And if you can, well, guess what? You're building your stable while at the same time, giving yourself a proof of concept. So like even if you get that next one passed, okay, let's make it. Let's third time's a charm. Let's see if the same strategy, which is past 2 accounts, can I get it done again? And then you go and see if you can get it done again. And if you find out, well, crap, that strategy wasn't as good as I think it was because you've just cooked 5 test accounts. Well, I'd rather have you figuring that out that it wasn't as good as the strategy as what you thought it was on test accounts compared to cooking your pro accounts. So that's where the racehorse model, it's checking off those 3 boxes. Eliminates trading scared, eliminates the temptation to overpay for something, and provides a proof of concept. This does not work on all prop firms though, because some prop firms, as soon as you pass, they require you. All right, you got to activate this account and you got to start trading it. That's not so on Take Profit Trader. You can just pass accounts and let them sit there. You do not have to activate them right away. On my first on my only and first pro. Right, Connor. So I would encourage you to not to set that aside for now. Get another pro. Get another couple of them. I do evals the exact same way. Yeah, just that is right. Like Apex, for example, you have to activate in 5 days. So with the racehorse model, yeah, there it starts to become apples and oranges when you look at other prop firms. So my racehorse model is unique towards take profit trader. It could work with other prop firms. I'm not saying that, but the way I speak about it is I'm under, since I use take profit trader. It's only charged monthly during the test phase, which is why I always tell Lisa, aim to pass within 1 month, because after you pass, that monthly fee goes away. So that's why those accounts can just sit there. So that's the other nice thing is those accounts, not only do you not have to activate them, but as Lisa's pointed out, there are not any monthly fees associated with them. I know some prop firms, any accounts you have, there are monthly fees associated. Not so with Take Profit Trader. You could have in theory 100 accounts sitting there, passed, waiting to be activated for pro, but they're not costing you anything any longer. That, the whole thing, I'm not saying I invented the racehorse model. It's our have we kind of I think we came up with it as a group way back when the live stream was much in its younger days. I think it was kind of a collective group of what do we exactly want to call this? Because I was, if you were to go back and watch the live stream, the first few months, I mean, I was shady, but not like in a malicious way, because I was like, all right, I don't really want to talk about what I'm doing, because what I'm doing, it's like an experiment right now. And what I was doing was trying to build up racehorses and stuff like that to see how it would work. And yeah, I can say it's really helped me out, because there is still always the time element. So like the numbers are amazing from a prop firm standpoint when you factor in how much is actually at risk and all that sort of stuff. But the fear can come from, okay, I just spent XYZ amount of time passing this thing. I really don't want to spend XYZ of time again. And that is what the fear comes from. So the fear doesn't really come from the fact of if I cook this account, I'm out $100, because I mean, it's $100. It more so comes from I really don't feel like having to spend time again going through the test phase. So but that can be eliminated. And then, yeah, take Profit Trader if you want to get if you want to get the deal, help support the stream. The deal is 40% off and then 0 activation fee. Code Clay, all caps. Yeah, that. Like even yesterday, whenever I get on the live stream, the live stream is like my basically 4-ish hours where I don't think I'll totally lose my mind. It's always the time before the live stream and then after when it shuts it down, which is where things can get squirrely. Because yes, as I've said, and I think we had the talk yesterday, you all as a collective are good like accountability partners. You are trading in the choppy session. You can't be real. Well, what happens if I like that? What happens if I'm good in the choppy session? Colin, you seem to be suffering from the world revolves around me-itis. I have no problem for you and your strategy. If for you and your strategy, choppy sessions are not good, no problem. But brother, not everybody is you. The world does not revolve around you. So what you got to do is call your doctor. Say, hey, doctor, I'm suffering from the world revolves around me-itis. He's going to give you a pill. This pill tastes like butterscotch. You will swallow this pill. And then you will come back and you will say, hey, Clay, for me and my strategy, I wouldn't be trading this session because I don't like choppy. But for you, you must have some strategies that allow you to potentially make money in choppy session. So more power to you. That will be your answer once you come back from taking that butterscotch pill. Weren't you just here yesterday? I could swear, weren't you here yesterday? And you were all like, or I could have sworn there was a Colin here yesterday that was actually like, oh, that'll be a nice little addition. And then he shows up like a total, like who, I don't know. Maybe I have you confused with something else. Yeah, but I thought that guy was here yesterday and like he was like being valuable. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different Colin. That was me. Yeah, what happened then, Colin? What happened from yesterday to today? You have a bad day? Maybe you had a bad day. I get it. We've had that before. Some veterans before have had bad days. They come here all upset. And then I've had to put some in timeout, and they come back the next day and they apologize and like, sorry, it was just a bad day. To which we all say, no problem, brother. No problem, sister. No problem, fellow furry. We've been there. Yeah, Jimmy, like I said, there's a lot of yeah. He opened himself for many angles to be called a troll. He might just be joking around though. He might be saying this stuff in jest, like he's mocking other people that maybe say that sort of stuff. Right when people show up and they're like, they tell me to buy low, sell high. Like obviously they're not literally telling me to buy low and sell high. They're saying that in a mocking tone towards people that think that way. So that could be. I want to be charitable to Colin. That maybe is what Colin's doing. He's saying these things not actually seriously, but in like a mocking tone. But if he was saying them in a serious way, well, yeah, there's some flaws in his logic. We'll just put it that way. But I want to be charitable, so I'm just assuming it's like when some of you guys tell me to buy low, sell high. Like I do understand you're not literally telling me that. You don't literally think that that's what you know. Can we add trade the demand and yeah? I mean, or when some of you are like telling me to trade my my trigger words, like those three letters, my trigger words. When some of you like I realize you're not telling me to literally do that. See, there we go, Colin. So I'm assuming clearly he doesn't mean to buy lows, buy high, stop low, buy high. Yeah, that's I mean you can do that. That's what Kyle does. This is a very interesting candle here, but the 5 minutes got me a little hesitant. Yep, that's what the momentum traders will say. And hey, I've been there too. I do the and I've tried the buy high and sell higher approach, and yeah, it'll work. But those are the ones where if it doesn't work, better. Hopefully, it's smaller size because it can spin out of control in a hurry. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, trading so easy, a baboon can do it. Can we get a tweet, please? Oh, Duck Soul. All right, so oil over on the 5 minute. Check out the 200 SMA. That thing is doing work. Now it's got cover fire from the VWAP. It's like, I got you, buddy. A couple times. If this was like a story. And we look at these as like, if the price is a criminal. So the price escaped from the first cop right there. Escaped from the first cop right there. But then his buddy's like, I got you, brother. And then the criminal's like, ah, because this guy is, he's really buff and big muscles. So as soon as the guy escapes from the first one, he's like, no, I want to go back. Oh, crap, that guy, his buddies see. Right there, the cop probably started to work out. So now he's strong enough to prevent the criminal from going up at all. See, a chart is just a chart. Price action is just a story. You can turn that story into whatever makes sense in your mind. If you want to call the price action a criminal, and if you want to call moving averages and trend lines the police force, I think you could build a system around that. I mean, if you've been here before, we have had the price action be a dragon before. We have knights in shining armor. I mean, I mean, that's all the prices. The price, a chart is telling us what the price is doing. The chart itself is just a story. Some people like to convolute the story and use fancy character names and all this sort of stuff. But if you want, you can just look at it as price is a criminal. You know, I don't know. Maybe the moving averages are like the walls of a jail. Like, can the price break out? You know, the sky's the limit. Oh no, Dean. Dean, I would help you, but I'm busy being up 30,000% on the day. Then we praise for the criminal to crush the police force and escape. That would be that's true. If you go long, then you're technically rooting for the criminal. That's true. So yeah, that might be a flaw in the marketing of our system. Yeah, and then our system could when we sell it, maybe okay, we don't want to get copyrighted. We don't want to get sued by Michael Jackson though. Hey, what's up, Total Dork? It'd probably be like I think when I've done it before, the price action is a dragon, and then so like on oil. Okay, so on oil right now, 5 minute price action a dragon. We have a couple knights in shining armor. Can they fight the dragon back? Or I guess if you're long, you're cheering for the dragon to defeat these knights in shining armor. So yeah, there's a battle going on. Dragon and knights right here. We have two knights. Oh my goodness! Nom. That dragon just ate up those knights. Just ate them up. Wow. Hide the kids. Hide the women. This is not your King Arthur's price movement. This is not your Odyssey. Goodness, that was violent. Those poor knights. I hope. Oh my goodness. The dragon is on the loose. Where's the next knights at? Where's the next potential knight? Oh, right here. Or if you're a Middle Earth fan, the price action would be like a Balrog. And so now you have to ask yourself, where's Gandalf at? Gandalf, like right here, maybe. This is the next. You shall not pass. So that's what I mean. Listen, I'm not saying trading is easy, but price action is just a story. That's what the chart is telling us. And whatever kind of story in your mind makes the most sense, just go with that story. But that was very violent. That dragon ate up those knights. I think they were brothers too. Dang. It's kind of sad. Well, it's not really a new take. We've done this before. We've done the dragon and knights. But yeah, that's probably a little bit better than the criminal because I agree. Like the longs are technically now going to be cheering for the criminals. So that I'm not sure we want to go down that route. When you find yourself cheering for the meth dealer, I don't know. That seems kind of goofy. But yeah, we have a knight down here. Okay, I'm going to try it. Come on, knight. Okay. Oh, there wasn't a pro. Come on, knight. Grab your battle axe. This is a battle axe trade. See? Oh, man. Oh, we're going to make such a cult around this thing. We're going to have battle axe trades, ball and chain trades. Mace. I'm trying to think of what other mace trades. Yeah, oil is going up right now, so that's not. All right, I'm going to change things down here now to a fake. I think this is a knight that's just. Sorry, buddy. I think it's going to eat this knight, and then his brothers down here are going to avenge him. Look at his brothers. We have a group of brothers right here. They're going to avenge his brother who gets killed right here. Oh, right now the brother's like, wait, what? What? I'm going to defeat this dragon. Look at him battling back against the dragon. Dragon's running. But that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a brother's revenge trade. Okay, I stand corrected. This was apparently the Chuck Norris night. My bad, Chuck. That's on me. That's on me. That was a Chuck Norris. I did not realize Chuck Norris was that night. And 2 times playback? Oh, they must be legendary. Dude, Chuck, he is, no. I'm sorry. Wow, that was a terrible trade. Wait, that was my original trade, wasn't it? Would I have been filled? I hope not. I don't like, that's like a devil trade. 29,666, no. No. I'm not taking the devil trade. But hey, that night was has been drinking his protein smoothies. I'll put it that way. New income stream, story time with Clay. There we go. Yeah, gather around, children. Why did it sound like what made it funny? Does my voice get all weird at two times? Tell me. Don't leave me hanging. Why? Wow. Chuck Norris. Candlestick. Candle. Oh, I like that. Candleside chats. There we go. I am Team Dragon. Okay, so you're short. Grant right now is short. That's fine. Sometimes people are Team Dragon. Sometimes you want those knights devoured. Wow. Oil continue. Was there maybe some sort of I don't know. Maybe like was there a tweet out there? Kind of a not like a huge tweet, but oil popped up quite a bit. I mean, we watched the beginning of this where it ate these poor fellows down here. So that's oil right there. And markets are dropping a little bit. Yeah, trucking, I think you might be right. That checks out. Hormet Straits remain shut until conditions are met. Okay, something like that makes sense to me. Like it was news, but was it actually new news? Not really. That kind of was the thought anyways, but that kind of provides a little confirmation of the thought, which has now provided a little bit of movement. So that would make sense, James. That was 1 minute ago. Okay, yeah, that'll I think that makes sense. Matches up with yeah, like a light news. That's a good way of putting it. Knight and the 7 candles. Oh, we are cooking. We are going to build such a cult around this thing. And because you're all of you are here at ground level of the cult, you guys will all be like, I don't know. Like you'll be higher ranking people. In fact, you will all be the highest ranking. I'll be below all you guys because I'm just here to like, you guys just pull my puppet strings. There we go. See? So I'm just the, I'm like the patsy of the cult. The cult observation, no. Operation, that's what word I was looking for. Sorry. That's what happens when I'm trying to figure out, do I actually want to move my long up to here? Maybe. 3 or no. Yeah, we kind of, I really don't care about the note auctions anymore. I don't, who knows? Maybe some of these weird movements that, I don't know. Have we had any weird movements at 1? We used to track that quite a bit, but I've lost interest. It didn't seem like there was any rhyme or reason. Like the FOMC in your wars. Yeah, exactly. That's a good analogy. Okay, here we go, maybe. Once again, I think this knight will be killed, and then his brothers are going to look to avenge him right here. I think these knights right here. These are his brothers down here. Holy crap. Is this night going to hold strong again? It did, for at least a scalpy scalp. Wow. Shame on me for doubting the night. The ONL night. The Order of the Sleepless Nights. Ooh, okay. Hey, Charlie. Oh man, that breaks my heart, Charlie. I don't like that firm, so that's why I deleted that message. I don't like that firm. I thought you went with Take Profit Trader. Morning, Eddie. You too can learn. Yeah, there we go. Knights in shining armor. I like it. Yeah, and by the way, Charlie, you as far as I can tell, you have not joined my private community. I once again, I'm like, what is he? I looked through the pay, like where you can see people that pay and sign up for stuff. I've not seen anything from you. So I think maybe you signed up for something that you thought was the private community. That is not. There's a detachment somewhere, Charlie. Because I still haven't even seen you talk in the private community, anyways. So. Oh, okay. No. That's on me. That's on me. You are Charlie. Okay. Okay. You're Hong Kong. I'm sorry. I had you mixed up with Charles, who's in Alaska. So sorry about that, Charlie. I do remember you. I thought you were a bot last week. Okay. My apologies. My apologies. I'm aware of the irony. I'm talking about how this person is confused when in all actuality I was the confused one. So yes, we had some good irony there. Sorry about that, Charlie. In about 3 minutes, Dean. About 3 minutes, yeah. Yep, because you know I'm a big believer in that stuff. So 3 minutes. Tell your friends. Well, that would imply you have friends, and come on, Dean. We know that's not true. Okay, I'm having flashbacks of I'm gonna try it here, but watch this be the move that finally comes down here. Gold is moving down. Oh wow, gold is moving down. Yeah. My wife, the interior designer, swung by to pick up my wife today, and they're heading, I think, to Des Moines area to look at tile. So, if you see me all of a sudden load up 15NQ, you know that I got a text from my wife saying, "Hey, baby cakes. Hey, my Greek god. I found the tile that I like, and yeah, it's not bottom of the shelf tile. So, get your good-looking booty to work." So there will be signs of what kind of tile my wife chooses based on my position size. She went with interior designer. You're about to pay. Really? Let's see. Let's see how accurate that is. Are you okay, yeah. You must, yeah, I don't, yeah, you must live on another, yeah. We live in two different spots apparently, Z3. You're not anywhere close. Not anywhere close to what her bid was. I mean, like, literally, I'm thinking you just talked out of your backside. In fact, I hope you're talking out of your backside. But to be fair to you, I suppose you live in an area of the world where your cost of living is immensely times 100, immensely gigantic times 100 more expensive than where I live. No, you're still way off, Z3. So, as Dr. Evil would say, in regard to interior designers, zip it. Mary had a little, zip it. But click, zip it. Zip it. Okay? This is not your strong suit. But click, zip it. Zip it. Your first one was so asinine. So asinine that it deserves like a all expense paid vacation by me. $25 a square foot. Nah. Zip it. I'm dreaming of a white. Zip it. The itsy bitsy spot. Zip it. It was meant to be. Okay, well, sorry. You didn't make that. Sorry. I didn't realize that you were just being hyperbolic. Again. Zip it. No, ours is not working off commission. She gave us a flat fee bid up front. So zip it. You don't know what you're talking about in this regard. Zip it. Zip it. That's not how, again, maybe some of them work in that regard, but not this one. Go, go, power, zip it. Teenage Mutant, zip it. I am banking on the factor that the vast majority of you have seen Austin Powers. If you have not, then none of this makes any sense. So hopefully a lot of you have seen Austin Powers. If not, yeah, this is getting awkward in a hurry. Wait, I haven't. Okay, yeah. All right. Come on. I forgot about that order. I'm over here telling people. I'm over here being told asinine information about it. I'm sorry for any interior designers here. This guy is so misrepresenting your profession. It's crazy. Somebody slipped a Red Bull, and no, somebody slipped pure dentedness in my coffee this morning. That's what happened. Pure dentedness. Got my psychiatrist. Sorry. Sorry, Virgil. My sincere apologies. If you haven't seen Austin Powers, what do you? Yeah, that's. I'm again, like I said, Dumber and Dumber still way better than Austin Powers in my opinion because that's my favorite comedy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Austin Powers seems like it's at least worth a try. You know. Agreed, Dean. Agreed. Yeah, it is a classic. Agreed. Agreed. Dumb and Dumber is my favorite comedy. And yeah, I mean, Dumb and Dumber uses the other guys for toilet paper. Like, what are we talking about here? I mean, the other guys is fine, but to act like there's that's even in those should even be in the same conversation. It's just asinine. It's almost as asinine as telling me that an interior designer charges $25 a square foot. Some of you today are like, you know what? I'm not going to choose violence today, but I am going to choose dented baboonness today. I choose being a dented baboon. Some of you chose that today. Zippy. That's what it was. Yeah. I couldn't remember. Yeah. It was actually Zippy Longs. Yeah. Oh man. Which on the comment route, as we wait to see if, good grief, this knight here is not joking around. And this knight is a prankster. What is the prank? At this point, he was like, I'm going to let the dragon think he won for a second. Kidding, JK, whoop. So yeah, this knight is a sense of humor too. Not only is he just the beast, He's got, yeah, he's a little bit of a prankster. I mean, think about it. He let the shorts get their hopes up for a second. Okay, go ahead, Dragon. Go ahead, shorts that follow the dragon. Ha ha, JK! Joke's on you, suckers. Okay, this candle here. I mean, this. I mean, not you have put up you. They will build statues about you, but like I think this is your last stand. After this can't. I mean, come on now. Are you? All right, I am now actually thinking of joining the short if this comes back down here. In fact, I will. I'm going Team Dragon. I think if I can get filled here, that'll be the clue that to have the fat lady start singing for this night. But again, I give this knight nothing but respect. There will be statues built. There will be songs written about him. What are songs called? When they're written about somebody, what are those called? Not fables. There's a term for it. Not a mel. And oh yeah. What else? Not a tribute. Ballads. Yes, thank you. Ballads. There will be ballads written about this night. Yes, yeah. I don't know if I should have known that. Does that make me a dent for not knowing that it's a ballad? That seems like, no, you're just an extra smart person. I'm not a smart person. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Or else maybe this knight is about to punch me in the face like, you doubted me, boy? This is not necessarily my profit target for it, but... I mean, come on now. Look at this. The dragon just showed up in a big way. Was up here and then has fought. All right, here we go, maybe. Okay, I'm in. I do know. Oh, did I might get pranked here by the knight. Don't prank me, knight. Don't prank me, knight. That was a very, very impressive candle. Come on, let's just write a ballad about this knight. Let's send him on his merry way. Send him on his merry way. Send him on his merry way. Come on now. No. Don't even think about it, you little jokester. Eat him. Oh boy. This dude is... Come on. There we go. Eat him. Eat him, brother. More. You got to be kidding me. All right, you know what? I'm out. You win, knight. You win. Maybe you are dead, but I guess you're just pranking me from the grave. The people that are just showing up right now have no idea. They're like, what is this guy talking? What? In fact, some of you are there is probably some here that are like Googling the terms. What kind of strategy is this? A prankster strategy? Wait, dragon strategy? A ballad is a romantic narrative song. Yeah, no, that's what I want. This is pure romance right here. Oh, I like that. Adjuster. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like it. We're sticking with the medieval theme here. Dude. This frickin' knight is no joke. You're buying here? Where's your stop at, Indica? Dragon eats to slay this night. This is holding. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I was kind of right. I right enough to like a small little gain, but man, that is not. I thought there was more to it than what's. Yeah, should have stayed Clay. Lots of contracts down to 637. Well, as of right now, I'm glad I got out. Yeah, no, I definitely should not have stayed. No, definitely yes, confirmed. I should not have stayed. That would not have been good. So where does that put your stop loss at? 20 points. So what is that? What's your stop loss actually at, Indica? Hit target, Brandon. See you. All right, good job, Gurpreet. I do, Boba. Yeah, I have an entire investment portfolio. So that's where I mean, in the category of day trading, stocks are just a joke. Like there are such better things out there in the category of day trading than stocks. But in the category of investing, yeah, I have stocks, ETFs. Just passed my. Okay, SRT shop. Is that with Take Profit Trader? Congrats, by the way. Yes. Okay. What we were talking about this earlier. However, I would encourage you don't activate it. Go get another account passed. Let's just make sure that your strategy that you used to pass this account is actually valid. So let's see if you can pass it again. And this is what is known as what we call around here the racehorse model. Brad, I'm not sure. I do not. I have a code for Lucid, code Clay, but I don't. I use Take Profit Trader, so I'm not totally in line with all the rules. Okay, you started. Okay, so just realize there's no need to activate this with Take Profit Trader. You are under no obligation to activate the Pro. So you just let the Pro be there until you, I would say, can get at least a couple more passed. And then think about it. You'll have a stable filled with 3 racehorses. Activate one of them, and then you won't have a lot of pressure because you won't be scared of burning the account. Because if you burn it, then you're gonna have to go through the test phase again. No, you have another one there waiting for you. If you burn it, you won't even be tempted by the reset, by overpaying for the reset, because why would you pay for a reset when you can just go grab one of your other ones? And then finally, you'll also have the proof of concept. Because the fact of the matter is, and this is what makes trading so difficult, a lot of people say, and I mean, I would agree with them in some senses, but if someone were to ask me, what makes trade, like, what is the thing that makes trading the hardest? A lot of people would say psychology, which I do agree with, but I would say the fact that bad strategies can produce wins. I that would be my thing is bad strategies can produce wins. Now the caveat there is, can they produce wins consistently enough? They cannot, because they're a bad strategy. But the fact that badness can produce green is what makes trading hard. It would be so nice if it was black and white, where if like you lost money, you literally like, okay, yeah, that's clearly just a bad strategy. That's why you lost money. And if you made money, that's clearly a good strategy, because I wish it were that black and white, but it's not. And that would be my answer on why trading is so hard, because badness can produce green. Cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, SRT shop. I appreciate somebody that listens. Clay, how many times have you passed eval? Oh, I don't know. A lot. Enough where I'm not even close to knowing. But yeah, I've passed. Nothing is easy in trading. Nothing is easy in prop firms. And that's because trading is not easy. But does passing test accounts get easier? It does. It does. So again, I'm not saying that passing test accounts is easy. I'm just saying it is definitely easier than what it was when I first got into prop firm trading. Sounds good, SRT. Good to have you here. Oh, dog, my fault. But okay, this actually makes so much more sense. There we go. Why did that breakdown stop where it did? Oh, look, a pivot point's right there. I should have paid a little bit better attention to the 5-minute. Now that I don't know for sure, but had I paid better attention, I probably wouldn't even taken that trade because, yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of upside given the pivot point was right there. Yeah, that's true. Kind of. If you fire up that past account immediately to the pro, then yeah, there's a direct correlation there. But given I don't do that, for me, there's not a direct correlation. I have passed quite a bit more test accounts than I've blown up because I you guys know my method. I don't just because I pass a test doesn't mean I'm going to be trading the pro right away. No, I'll throw it in the stable, and my stable is kind of big. I think. Last I checked. I hope. How do these spammers are just like crazy. All right, this is. Oh, I'm a child. This is worth. Okay. Cops beat Chinese man after asking for his name. I've lost faith in our police, says. Oh, man. Oh, is that a new one? Is that hot off the press? Probably is. The guy that sent it to me, he's pretty in tune with the. Oh, I'm mature. Listen, I need to get mature. Listen, boy, get mature. Okay, it is going to be pure maturity. Hey, Indica, welcome to the club, brother. I appreciate you calling some stuff out. There's two types of traders out there. Those that have losing trades because they're wrong and liars. Those are the two categories. You trade long enough, I promise you'll be in one of those two categories. Yeah, I will not be infantile anymore. There is going to be nothing but maturity from this point forward. There's actually trading patterns named after animals. They're called harmonics. They're called. Is that a dad joke that I'm not getting? All right, I will try a long down here. See if we can get a double bottom. If this keeps going down, I'll be shook. Why? Why would that shake you? Now, I understand if something's like going up, and then it just drops out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, I can see that one shaking people, but what do you mean you're going to be shook? It's kind of just, it's kind of been drifting down lower anyways. So I guess, in what sense do you mean you're going to be shook? Again, trucking for dividends. You're better than this, dude. You're better than this. You're better than being an I told you so. Not to mention your rationale is like insulting. Hey Clay, there's a bunch of contracts down there. Are you telling me trading's that easy, trucking for dividends? You just look on order flow or whatever you're looking at, you find a lot of contracts, and then you know it's going to go down there? I know that's not your claim because you are a smart guy. But that was your rationale on why I should have held against these spikes, as if it was guaranteed that it was going to go down there just because there's a big size down there. Like, come on, man. Like, I know you're better than that. You know you're better than that. And then you show up with your backhanded I told you so. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I promise you, if trading was as easy as, like, hey, there's a lot of contracts at XYZ location, so just wait for the price to go down to XYZ location, there'd be, like, a lot more successful traders out there. If that was all it took. It's from a mod. That's the crazy part. And now I got mods. I told you so in me. Bat and crab, butterfly and shark. Oh, really? That's a real thing? Oh. Well, I know the butterfly. I know there's a lot of goofy stuff in options. Like sometimes I want to go back to options trading just so I can like tell people, oh yeah, I just put on an iron condor. And like, wait, what? Oh yeah, I trade iron condors. Meh. Right. I hear you're trucking for dividends, but surely your logic is not there's a big order, therefore the price is going to go to that big order. Like, I mean, I know you don't know that, but that was like the logic you told me as to why I need to hold or why I should have stayed in or whatever. Like, come on, man. Come on, brother. Agreed. Part of the story. Bro, I remember you said I would fail trading altcoins in here to tell you I've made it. No, yeah, no, you had me confused with somebody else. Because one thing I can guarantee you. Now, I may have said if you trade altcoins, then you're making your life harder. You're not trading as efficiently as possible. Because my argument has always been one based out of efficiency. I've never said you can't make money day trading other things. I have always said you are working inefficiently doing other things. Right. Again, so my point holds. I guarantee you could give me the numbers that you've made, and I could take those numbers and show you and blow those numbers out of the water. No, you haven't made it. That's the thing. You've made it sounds like a good trade, but is that going to be repeatable over time? No. Yes. Listen, I'm an old guy. I've had a lot of people tell me they've made it. Way back when, it was people that like were doing pot stocks. Then it was, what? There's been all sorts of cycles. Then it was a lot of people remember the AMC and GME people. I've made it as a trader. Look at these AMC gains or GME gains. A lot of people said they made it with Bitcoin. A lot of people said what's recently. A lot of people thought they made it with silver. Remember when silver was that like 7 months ago? Silver just up, 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 up. Yeah, a lot of people made it there. Those people, a lot of those people are not around anymore. So congrats on your good trade. I have a house that's made in my eyes. Yeah, see, the thing with the house though is the house has these things called expenses that come with it. So you're going to need to keep making money for that stuff. So congrats on the house, but FYI, just because you were able to buy a house, you introduced some expenses into your life. So my point stands. Are you going to be able to continue to repeat what you just did? To be fair, maybe, but I've seen this rodeo quite a bit. Yeah, okay, yes, you made a trade. This is where we have people's like lack of situational awareness. No, the time is gone for good shorts. I have to wait a few years for the same trades. Yeah, okay, and I hope after waiting for a few years and a lot of the money that you just made is gone, I hope that trade works out again. You're acting as if it's guaranteed to work out again. Now just trade BTC. Well, again, that's fine, but I'm telling you, you are working inefficiently as a day trader. What is your VWAP setting? Let's see. There you go. There's my VWAP setting on Tradeovate. Property tax is, I don't know. Property tax always an interesting discussion. I personally like having a police force. I like having roads. I like having, stuff like that. But I'm open. I'm open if we can get that stuff funded some other way. You're welcome. Again, Mr. Dope Stokes, congratulations. But again, situational awareness, like all you're coming to do is you're coming across as obnoxious, right? Because there's always going to be somebody out there, like in my position, that can do what you're doing, right? There's people constantly making proclamations. If those proclamations don't work out, well, those people just disappear. If they do, they show up like you. I told you so. Okay, well, cool. Like everybody, like even right now, somebody right now is probably telling me it's going to bounce. Somebody else is telling me it's going to go down. Somebody else is telling me it's going to go sideways. Somebody else is telling me the world's about to end. So like, in hindsight, there will be at least somebody that will be able to say to me, I told you so, right? And the fact that you don't realize that, how that could be obnoxious to the person you're talking to, that's what I mean by lack of situational awareness. So, congrats on your trades, though. Congrats. Hopefully you got a house that you don't get eaten alive on with the ongoing cost. Agreed. But what I'm telling you is, if you are a good day trader, I'm telling you right now, you can make way more money day trading futures through a prop firm. Because just take your good strategy that you're using. Well, let me ask you this. Are you using charts, Mr. Dope Smokes? Yes, a smiley face means pure seriousness. The catiform use pattern. We belong. This feels very 50-50. I mean, yeah, we're in a bearish trend, but does this crack and continue? Coin flip, because I could see it also starting to maybe make its way back up. So yeah, that's why I can't do anything here. To me, it seems like a coin flip. Maybe what you look at and the indicators you use, you're like, what are you talking about, Clay? This is like a 70-30 in some direction. Hey, more power to you. Again, keeping the West wild, you're right, but that is still that is also very deceiving unless Evan is going to use like an algorithm or a bot that takes every single trade, right? So we haven't had this talk in a while, so this is a valuable talk. When people show up and they tell me about their back testing results and how they're going to use these results moving forward, and they're like, yeah, but I'm going to be pressing the buttons. Your back testing information, I'm not going to say it's worthless, but it's very deceiving, right? Because what has your back testing done? If setup XYZ has happened 5,000 times, guess what it's done? It's taken that trade 5,000 times. But as humans, sometimes we tend to miss the setup. Maybe we hesitate and we don't actually take it. So as soon as you start not taking trades or missing it, your sample sizes are different, right? The statistics you're looking at are under the assumption that trade was taken 5,000 times. Now, again, to be fair, if you're using a bot that's going to take it 5,000 times moving forward, well, then yeah, that data can, what is going on here? Unlocked. It was never locked in the first place. Anyways, that data is applicable. But as soon as you start missing trades, you have apples and oranges data. So just keep that in mind from the backtesting standpoint. It's very, very deceiving towards people if they're going to do it on their own, because you got to keep the sample sizes apples to apples. But yeah, I've never met anybody where they're going to take and observe and be around for every single setup that they backtested it being. Well, Dan, you know what? I'm glad you're figuring this stuff out in a test account. You are, I don't want to rub salt in the wounds, but Steely Dan is doing the racehorse model right now. And this is the epitome of why I'm glad he's doing it. He's figuring out, dang, I still got things to work on. But I'm glad you're figuring this out on your test accounts as opposed to your pro account that you have sitting there. So anyways, Mr. Dope Stokes, you're all about charts. Fantastic. That's all futures trading is. Futures trading is charts. And you seem to be very confident in yourself. It seems to be your passion, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. So why don't you take that passion, take your strategy based on charts to futures, because futures also work on charts, and then just start doing copy trading. Again, that is why my argument is one of efficiency. You are working harder, not smarter. What have you been up to, Clay? Oh, just the same. Hanging out with the baboons. I trade stocks. Okay. Again, futures move way better than stocks. True. Maybe he's trading Bitcoin futures. I'm open to that idea. Maybe he is trading Bitcoin futures. I'm a silverback. No. Let me fix your typos. You are a orangutan who identifies as a silverback. Right, yeah. And then, exactly, Cam. And then on top of that is your backtesting only during the session that you're going to be taking. Yeah, absolutely right. There's let me put it this way. It's very easy to create apples and oranges situations within backtesting. Because Cam, threw in another variable that should be considered. Fully agree, yes. So I get it. When indicators are like, well, my system tells you the percentages of blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, again, I'm not saying it's worthless. I'm just saying people put a little bit more confidence into what it should actually be. Orangutans are actually one of the, are they? Well, then I guess Dean is the exception when it comes to orangutans. Okay, Mr. Dope Smokes. Okay, never mind. You are one of these unteachable people. High leverage, tight stops, very high rewards. Again, day trading futures through a prop firm makes what you're arguing just, it's even better. It's even more amplified. And again, you're the one, again, I'll just accept your premise. You're talking a big game. You're claiming to be a good trader. Cool. So as somebody that is a good trader, that loves charts, uses charts, you are leaving efficiency on the table. I come here every day to get bullied. That's right. And we're happy to do it for you, Dean. We're happy to do it. It is our pleasure. To be fair, I learned that when I was a kid, so maybe that's so true. Those are always like earth-shattering events. When something you learned as a kid, and it's like, that's actually not true, you're like, wait, what? Which? I'm not going to go any further. But like when you learn things as a kid and then learn that they're not real, that can be a very earth-shattering thing, which makes the whole Santa Claus thing an interesting topic. But I'm just going to leave that there. It's just like an interesting thing. Once again, Mr. Dope Smokes, you are, yeah, it doesn't matter. The main argument for prop firms is the risk management. That's what makes them awesome. No. Again, if you are a good trader and you have a good system as a trader, you'll be fine. Now, again, some prop firms, it's a good argument. Well, no, prop firms, that thing's got like 4,000 rules. That's fair enough. But like Take Profit Trader, which who I use recommend, very straightforward rules. Like I would assume, being the trader you are, like if you do the 50K, you can make 3,000 and not lose 2, right? That's how you pass. Show that you can make 3,000, don't lose 2,000 though. Like as a good trader, I would assume that you can pull that off. Especially when you're sitting here preaching and talking all about risk management, I would like to think that you can make this happen. And then you start to copy trade this stuff, and then that's where the efficiency just spins out of control in your favor. Clay falls for the trolling? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes they're serious. Still working on the skill of recognizing the two. Matt, you got any tip? Matt's 8211. Sure, you mean let people copy trade me. I tried, folks. I tried. Whee! All right. Are you going to come down to the... Okay, so white line represents the low of the day, for any of you not familiar with my platform. So price can never get below the white line. The white line itself would just get adjusted lower and lower. Do they have seahorse racing? That's I mean, that is a very dented question to ask. Maybe. Imagine the Kentucky Derby under the sea. I don't know if people want to watch a bunch of horses and jockeys drown. I would run laps around Clay. In the pool? Yes, you are a good trader, and I'm sure you're a lot of people in your life are proud of you, so that's fantastic. You just go do your thing, brother. You've made it. You got your house. That's fantastic. He's high. Yeah, he's high on love. Oil dropping. Well, you got my hopes up. I mean, I guess it's dropping, but like, come on, man. I thought I was going to see blood. I pull this up and I'm basically seeing a bull flag, bull pennant. I thought dropping you meant like pure and utter chaos, like hide the kids. Okay, so Sky Harris looks like, I don't know if that's a bot or not. We'll just delete it for now. So, Matt, you're not going to give me any advice? You said they're trolling. I fall for trolling. Okay, how do I tell the difference between somebody that's trolling and somebody that's not? Do you have any advice? You are right. You are right. I do fall for it at times. There's no doubt about that. Hence me asking for some feedback and maybe have some good wisdom you can share with me. You don't listen to anyone. Okay, so that seems like a good recipe for a live stream. Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream where I'm here to listen to none of you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. That sounds like almost advice that a troll would give. Dun dun dun. Oh, Doc Soul. Doc Soul. Bro just got double. Did he get double trolled? Or am I actually catching on and playing along with it? Think about that, brown dog. Think about it. Am I that smart? Probably not, but maybe I am. Don't think too hard though, brown dog. It looks like you might hurt yourself if you think too hard about it. Okay? Maybe just grab a can of SpaghettiOs while you think through it. If you can find yourself a can of SpaghettiOs with meatballs, that makes the critical thinking even more efficient. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts is kind of like prop firms. Some of these prop firms, like that have 18 different accounts and 4,000 rules, that's Pop-Tarts. Like, you go to any store, there are so many flavors of Pop-Tarts. It's crazy. Exactly on your white line. Yeah, I know. The white line is like flawless. It always bounces off the white line. It's crazy. Like, this is actually the holy grail of trading. If you put on the white line, it always nails the bottom. So what you do is you just buy at the white line because it always nails the bottom. Maybe we'll have some more examples of what I mean by this. But yeah, that white line. See, and you can tell Mr. Dope Smokes is definitely high, or he's the typical AMC. He thinks he's got to figure it out, but he doesn't. BT will hit. Yeah. That's how people end up giving back all their gains. So we'll see if Mr. Dope Smokes is courageous enough to show up over the next period of time and let us know that he's been evicted from his house because he lost all his money because he got cocky, and now he's living in a van down by the river. We'll see if he's courageous enough for that, because many of us that have been in the markets a long time, we've seen this rodeo before. We've seen the rodeo. Mr. All right, Kyle. I mean, you're at like 1 out of 100 that actually lands. That was a good one. That, man. You know, that just proves even blind squirrels can find nuts. I'm not well, I am nasty. Well, it's not nasty, it's loving. You just look at it through the wrong lens. I'm trying to help you out. But yes, snowflakes, people that carry around a pocket full of victim cards, yeah, I can come across as nasty. But anybody here with experience can assure you, when you start to talk in things will happen, yeah, you know that you don't understand how the market works. If you're going to use terminology such as such and such will happen. Again, be a confident trader, but there's always that fine line where confidence can cross over into cockiness and arrogance, and you have crossed that line for sure. But that's why the trading's hard, right? Because when you're making a bunch of money, when you're buying houses, it's easy to get a little cocky, right? I'm telling you, the market's a tricky place. Well, somebody got their... Yeah, I did. I hope you're talking about me, because I did get my feelings hurt. What's wrong with living in a van down by the river? I mean, I live in a van down by the river. Why is this camera so... let's get... See, there's my van to the window right out my shoulder. Right out there, there's a homeless camp. Oh, crap. There we go. Yeah, so my Bitcoin trades always work. Well, I mean, then you must be the richest person. I don't know what risk you're managing if they always work. That's interesting. If my trades always worked, I wouldn't use a stop loss because I wouldn't need a stop loss because, well, by definition, they always worked. So, like you, again, this is why you don't want to do drugs, folks. In the same sentence, he exposed himself for lying. I manage risk in trades that always work. Huh. Yeah, exactly. 100% win rate. Yet he still has to what risk management? If they always work 100% win rate, what risk is being managed? There is no risk. It's 100%. My swings always pay me. Well, hey, congratulations. You are what is up with this over the past month? We've been getting some of the greatest traders in the history of now his claim is still not as good as the one guy. What was it 2 weeks ago? I always capture the whole move like every day. Remember that one? What Nassar? I forget that name. That was pretty gutsy. But yeah, I don't know what it is, chat, but I guess we are very attractive to some of the greatest traders on earth. We have a Bitcoin trader here. His swings always work. He's flawless. Crazy. What is it about us? Yeah, I capture the whole move every time. That guy was, yeah, that, I mean, I guess Barbara is just sending her students our way. Maybe that's what it is. And again, here's okay. Full transparency here. For those of you who are like Clay, just leave the troll alone. He's clearly not serious. I am actually aware of that. However, I am here. I wanted to make an educational lesson, and that educational lesson is this: if you find yourself using words like "okay, this will happen," that is a good indicator that your confidence level has crossed into being cocky, because you can't trade scared as a trader. You got to trade confident, but don't let your confidence go into cockiness. So a smart person, which all of you are going to ask, okay, Clay, but how do we determine when we've crossed that line from a confident trader to a cocky trader? Good question. Thank you for asking because you're a smart person. I don't have a full-blown black and white, answer, but I can say this. One red flag, one indicator that you have crossed that line is when you find yourself using terms such as such and such will happen. That would be an indicator that you have now gone into cocky mode, arrogant mode. And the market is very good at taking money from cocky and arrogant people. So yes, I realize this guy is trolling, but I am trying to take the trolling and also illustrate a talking point of education. So that, again, some people think that you stop taking the bait. I know, but I will take the bait if I can turn that bait into a general educational example. Thank you. Again, nobody believes you, Mr. Dope Smokes. Well, even if what you said is true, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, I've seen this train wreck. The train is coming. When you phrase things as such and such will happen, you are now in arrogant mode. The market is going to eat your lunch. It's got you right where it wants you, arrogant and overconfident. Yeah. Thank you. I was like, what are those things called? Thank you. And what I was going to say, that concludes my TED talk. There we go. Thank you, Mats. I predict NQ will go up today. But see that you can't even predict that, right? As I always say, what happens if the market malfunctions like it did back in November and everything just freezes up? Then it won't go up. Which is why I always say the only guarantee in trading is there are no guarantees. That's it. See, again, I don't know if he's trolling, but let's just assume he's being serious. Does everybody see how good the human mind is? How tricky the voices are? Bro, I've been humbled, and I am actually humble. Says the guy that just made a guaranteed statement. Such and such will happen. I'm humble, though. Do you see how good the voices are, everybody? Do you see how good the voices are? The voices literally have this guy who's making guaranteed statements thinking that he's humble. I'm telling you, this is why trading's hard. The voices in your head, they're no joke. They are no joke. He's the type of guy that's like, listen, I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever meet. That's him. Listen, let me tell you how humble I am. Bitcoin, it will go here. But I'm a humble guy. Oh, okay. Why is this dude always yelling? No, this is my normal voice. This is my normal voice. Like when I go into a library, they love me at libraries. Yeah, true, true, legendary. Again, what do I always say? There's breadcrumbs, right? There's always breadcrumbs. We have a lot of breadcrumbs here. A lot of breadcrumbs. But this is I don't know if he's trolling or not. But if he's not, this is I could not ask for a better case study in human psychology. Bitcoin will do something. So he makes his statement in a guaranteed way about something where there are no guarantees. And then at the same time, simultaneously, is calling himself a humble person. I'm telling you, the voice in your head, trading's hard. Those voices are tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky. What's I'm then with a Seinfeld episode where the guy's like, Jerry, what's the guy? What's the Seinfeld episode where the guy's like that? No, I'm not talking about Mutombo, but like there's an episode. All right, looking for a short here. At the pivot point, why do you got to blink? Okay, if this thing's going to just go straight up on me, then it will not be a pleasant trade. Babu, thank you. Babu, yes, from Seinfeld. All right. Let me go back to the drawing board on that one. Let me F5 it real quick so we can get rid of the blinking blue line. We do have a potential double whammy here of the overnight low and this trend line. So I will look for another short. Remember, you can always get back into a trade. So we don't care about Bitcoin here. Again, you just continue to prove that you don't know what you're doing. You literally think when I was on about copy trading in prop firms that it's like you guys just want to copy me. Like it was at that point where I think a lot of people were like, all right, this guy's officially trolling. Sorry, he asked. Oh. I just messed up. I tried to take a 3 MNQ short and I was on 3 micros. Yeah, see that is exactly why don't activate your pro accounts, because that's just one of those unnecessary things that you have to balance. Because what was it, a month ago now, where I cooked one of my pro accounts because I thought I was on a test and I wasn't. So yeah, I've been there too. But that's my whole point. Do not activate pro accounts with Take Red Trader until you are ready for them, because there's just a bunch of little stupid things that now you're opening the door for. I only trust myself. Well, I can assure you, the way you've been speaking, you should not be fully trusting yourself right now, because you have the voices are, yeah. But you ain't going to listen, so it doesn't matter. With such an ability to control the entire dialogue of the stream, no one would be humble. Uh-oh, Virgil. See, he's starting to get grouchy. I'm not talking about the market, so Virgil. Okay, there's a Virgil we remember. If we divert any at all from the market, he starts to make these passive aggressive. Can we get back to talking trading? Tilted 50K Tuesday is in. Code Clay, I got the 100K. All right, Zocru, let's go. Oh, that is you. Okay. Well, that's the problem, Virgil. When you don't know how to trade, it's like then you got to like gripe about stuff like that. If you know how to think for yourself, those little things wouldn't get to you, would they? Would they, Virgil? See, I am the good guy here. I am the one that constantly preaches independent thinking. Because when you're not an independent thinker and you're like Virgil, then you just complain about the dumbest things. We need to get t-shirts made. Be an independent thinker. Be an independent thinker. It's a more happy life. Baboon trading kind. I'm kind of interested in No, I think what you're interested in is like the $10 or whatever. That's what I think you're actually interested in. Again, well, I guess in hindsight, full disclosure, that trade right there would have been oh so pretty, but yeah. I'll be looking back on the BTC trade you put out there. Well, it doesn't matter, Tosh. I mean, we've seen these people before, right? Again, this is the lack of situational awareness. He's putting himself up where he can either say I told you so, which nobody likes an I told you so person. Or he's just flat out wrong and then he looks stupid. So it's just like, it's literally a lose-lose that he's setting himself up for. But again, people that lack situational awareness, they just don't get it. They don't get it. All right, Indica, hope it works out for you. I'm actually thinking of a short, but I have no analysis here to spend time waiting for good trades. How about you tell us what a good trade is? Can you give us a trade plan at some point, Virgil? Hey, let's go. Look, M. Christopher straight up admitting SpaghettiOs helped him. I don't know. Where has Neil been? He was here last week, so he's not like gone. Oh, maybe he just got busy. Clay will time you out if call out long or short is not a good idea. Clay will time you out. No, I don't time out people for. I time out lip flappers. Yeah, we got all kinds of smoke. Well, no, Indica he doesn't smoke anymore. Just entered a short. Where did you enter a short? Where's your stop at? Like, where's your entry? Where's your current stop? And where's your target? Can you give us those three numbers? Hey, KRT, where have you been? No, I don't do a lot with the 30-minute cam. Falling wedge forming. Is there? Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more of like, if it looks something like that, that would be probably a little bit more my cup of tea. But yeah, I'm not going to say that's like a terrible falling wedge. Who's that? Oh, that is I'll let him leave a voicemail. Got the asphalt guy giving me a call. Oh, he's gonna try again. Okay. Yeah, I gotta mute it real quick. Well, dang it. You gotta love it when people with good Google reviews don't quite go to your neck of the woods. But he did, he matched up exactly like the Google reviews. Like this guy, he'll explain all the questions. He's there to educate you, blah blah blah. And he gave me some good wisdom, and then gave me a referral to somebody he'd recommend. So I will go with that. Tornado, Northwest. Yeah, it seems like some rough weather going through. Pretty much missed us here in Iowa, but yeah, I know it seems to be headed that way. Unless something's popping up here, let's check the weather. No, we're all set, but oh my goodness. Whoo, that is a big one right now in north, what is that? North, yeah. What'd you say? Northwest, yeah, Northwest Indiana? Coming to Southwest Michigan? Holy smokes. Goodness. Yeah, be safe if you're in that area. All right. Wisconsin is overcast. Right. Yeah. Maybe I misspoke. Yeah. Okay. I said northern Wisconsin. What he meant was northwest Indiana. Looking at the radar. Stupid abbreviations for states. I'm not wrong. That could mean northern Wisconsin. He meant northwest Indiana. CFD. Wait, you're trading CF. Virgil, what country are you in? What are you doing trading CFDs? What are we doing with our lives? Where do you live, Virgil? Since Sunday. France. Well, why just trade? What are you doing? Stop trading CFDs, you dented baboon. You can trade. You can trade the. You can trade U.S. futures through a prop firm. Well, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me double check. I don't think I'm wrong, but let's see. I don't think France is on this list. You do not want to see your country on this list. I repeat, you do not want to see your country on this list. Maybe I'm wrong, but why would France not be okay? F. Yeah, look, France is not on it. You could be trading U.S. and the U.S. market, U.S. futures through a prop firm. Well, I know that, but CFDs are garbage. Like, I understand if you're in a country and that's your only choice is CFDs, then fine. Make hay while it's raining outside. But like, if you have the choice between CFDs and like normal stuff, choose the normal stuff. I need this trade. You need it to what? Go up or go down? 5 minutes got a nice little hammer candle here, but man, I don't know. This hammer produced, took a while, but next one got a nice little pop. Well, again, produced is very subjective. If you're like a scalper, then yeah, you got about a 20, 25 point bounce. But yeah, if you're looking for a bigger move, then no, it did not produce. So that's why trading's hard, because words like even produce are subject or are strategy based. So we'll see if this hammer can get some more upwards movement. But I'm still feeling more bearish. When have you ever met a successful CF? Oh, all the time on here. Come on, Slomara. We know that like we always get every now and then those like successful CFD traders that are never wrong. All right, I can turn back on the fan. Man, I'm so disappointed. Kenny was the guys. Everybody on Google reviews talked about how good Kenny was, and I just talked with Kenny, and he delivered. I said, "Hey man, you got good Google." I said, "You got good Google reviews, so if you change your mind, give me a call. I want to use you." That is true, Virgil. That is accurate. But what I'm telling you right now is you have better choices available to you. Not to mention, you're probably having to use your own funds to trade the CFDs. Maybe not necessarily, but yeah, there is a more efficient way available to you, Virgil. Where are we at? We're only at 2 hours in. It's starting to feel like the action I'd expect at like the 3 hour mark of the stream, but that's still 50 minutes from now. Listen to no, just yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying, Somara, but actually, it's like it's not even listening to me. It's just listen to the math. The math is just the math. That's why it's a very convincing argument. Just buy more? Uh-oh. Indica, careful, buddy. Keep up with your discipline. Just don't start buying more. It's good to have Indica back. It seems like I'm in a time capsule right now. I'm glad that dude came back. I'm glad he was honest when I said, all right, what's your former name? This is great. This is great. TP? TP. TP. I mean, he's yelling it. Has this guy ever talked in here before? Or is he just like, maybe he's a bot? Maybe he's a TP bot. Huge news just came out. Huh? Huge news came out about what? About a target price? What are you saying right now? What are we saying? I've been like that Russian guy fighting a beer all day with my long swings. So keeping the West wild, are you saying that in the world of CFDs, those sorts of things like are not there? Donnie just tweeted. Well, nobody cared about his tweet. Well, I guess that also depends on your definition of just. I take just as like real time, like within 5 seconds ago. I guess some people's definition of just might be, well, it's just like an hour ago. To me, that's not just. Indica is more. No, Indica. It's good to have him back. It is. Like I said yesterday, he always well, not always, but he oftentimes laughs at my jokes. Why he ever got banned, I don't remember. But I'm glad to have him back. True, it was yesterday evening. How in see? His definition of just was something that happened yesterday. In the markets, man, brother, that's kind of like might as well be ancient news. Which as fast as things happen in the market and news, something from last night, that might just be like from 5,000 BC. But it just happened. No, it didn't just happen, though. Last night is not just happening. Per my definition, to be fair. Per my definition. But that illustrates why trading can be. Okay, I'm going to try a long here. See if we can get like a double-ish bottom here. All right, come on down a little bit more. Was that guy that said big news? Yeah, he was referring to yesterday. Again, per his definition of just, again, just is a subjective term. My son is hybrid. Didn't that not just happen? Sorry, I lost. I think I already read through that. I went with 25K from. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that, Matty Dented. I'm starting to not sure if I like that entry as much as I did now. I don't like how it's putzing right above the entry because now if it comes down, that seems like that could be the start of a bigger move. So I'm going to cancel that one out for now. We belong. Man, oh boy. Who hit the pause button on the price action all of a sudden? Okay, all right. It seemed a little suspicious, but we got confirmation. We're cooked. Chat is not actually a serious person. Okay, that makes more sense then. See, I think I'm pretty good. I was charitable at front. Maybe he just has a different definition of just. But I think I've recognized the troll here pretty quickly. I don't know if you're asking me or somebody else, Mr. Dope Smokes, but you've proven you ain't gonna listen to me. So like, there's no point in me answering questions for you. That's a well established fact at this point. You ain't listening to me. Dude, that's good. That's good. Very mild trolling. Why are we upset? Do you see the gaslighting as part of the troll, where he's admitting to trolling while at the same time continuing to troll with gaslighting? Clever girl. Name the movie. Clever girl. That's supposed to be said with like an Australian kind of accent. Again, the quote is clever girl. Impressive. Impressive. Correct. Jurassic Park. No, nope, not. Okay, I guess maybe it could be in Silence of the Lambs. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. Those movies are not really my cup of tea. No special appearance. Oh, you mean from one of the kids? We. Oh my goodness. Is this a boredom trend line I'm doing? Am I just putting this? No, I did not. Wait, do I have to reset the? I've had to do this. Okay, yep. Something just rebooted. I gotta redo these settings now. All right, I guess let's do this here. It used to just be array, but I gotta turn it back on, I guess. All right, let's see. So I want array, and I want it to be yellow. There we go. We're at the bottom of the tread line. Okay, I'm in. See if we can get a bounce off that tread line. Or are we done caring about the tread line? I am long. All right, I'm going to reposition. Small loss. Let's see. Albert. Hey, Clay, long time no chat, and I will just notice that you used 2 minis. Oh, 2 minutes. Just inspired me a lot. I think it is. Well, good. Good, Albert. Yeah. I don't know if the 2 minutes for everybody, but yeah, good. Glad you're finding some help with it. What's your entry? Mine? I'm already out of the trade. If I was in a trade, one of these numbers would be moving around. So yeah, what was my entry? My entry was right here. So yeah, in hindsight, I would have been just fine, but hey, that's hindsight for you. That's why my hindsight trading account is worth $600 billion. Crap, long stop hit. Yeah. Playing in this long, it's getting tricky. I can't remember, IndyCar. Do you do prop firms or do you use your own funds? Hopefully, when you say toast, you just mean like you lost a prop account, which still not necessarily always the most enjoyable thing, but way better than being toast, meaning you just lost an account that you funded with $4,000. Yeah, I was trying to get it to factor in commissions, Nas, but it won't do it on the positions tab. Prop firm. Okay, good. Well, I mean, not good that you're toast, but good in the sense of you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Indica. Thank you, Indica. Close your eyes and go short. Maybe that's all I'm missing. Maybe it's just me trying with my eyes open. Maybe that's why I don't make $8 billion a year because I'm trying with my eyes open. I like that strategy. Hey, yeah. And that is why Throwaway Trash is currently talking to us on his yacht as he sails across the Mediterranean, as men in Speedos are feeding him olives right now. Looks like a channel on the 5 minute. Like a downwards channel? I do, but it's on the accounts tab. It's not on the positions tab. It's kind of weird, Batsy. Yeah, I'm not sure. His what? On his yacht as he sails across the Mediterranean. As men in Speedos are feeding him olives. It's okay. Yeah. I think a couple of the guys have the big like palm leaves, and they're like, they're giving him a breeze. Can I ask a serious question? I mean, yeah, I don't guarantee I'll answer your serious question, but sure. Well, okay, as my English teacher would say, well, you have a mouth, you have vocal cords, so yeah, you can. So you would say, may the proper English there is, may I ask a serious question? But can you? Well, yeah, assuming you have a mouth and vocal cords, you can. Good old Mr. Harms. You know that's a good teacher when his reply stuck with you. Oh no, I can't. Dude, some of you are so cute. You're acting like, oh, I'm scarred thinking about shirtless men feeding me olives on my yacht across. Stop. You don't act like that's scarred. You know you like the thought, so just knock it off. As someone, why would you need to preface that as a serious question? Did you think that question would come across as unserious? Have you ever thought that maybe the reason why I'm consistent is because I'm not copy trading? Have you ever thought that maybe it's because copy trading might put some pressure on my mind and freak me out a little bit? You hated teachers? Why? They are good teachers. My definition of a good teacher is if you actually remember something they taught you that is actually factual. And yeah, can I ask a serious question is not good grammar because the actual answer to that is, well, yes, assuming you have vocal cords and a mouth, you can. That is a good teacher. Blue 3 funded copy trading. Yeah, that wasn't really his question because his premise was if you are a consistent trader, why would you not just copy trade? Which is fair. And I'm just pushing back to say, well, you're presupposing that copy trading would not affect the psychology of things. So, like, a lot of my consistency, I would say, comes from the fact of I'm not, considering the fact that, crap, if I'm wrong, 20 accounts are gone just like that. You missed your. No, I am not good at English. Like diagramming sentences and all that sort of stuff, adverbs, adjectives, synonyms. The English language is bonkers. Some people, yeah. Again, I don't think I'll ever get up to that point to be able to copy trade 20 at a time. Some of them are like four, like to them, props. I just don't think that's my mental makeup, though. I think that would freak me out. It's sort of like, so here's the same question. Hey man, if you're consistent at three micro contracts, why not go up to 300 contracts? Well, wait a second here. That you just changed the equation in a kind of a big way. Does that make sense? Who asked me that? Boo. I think it's yeah. Boo Zach, does that make sense? That's essentially what you're asking. Hey person, I noticed you trade 3 contracts very successfully and consistently. Because that is the case, why not just do 300 contracts? What are my methods? I like charts. I'm not sure exactly in what sense you're asking, but I like charts. I call what I do the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. So I like candlesticks, trend lines, some moving averages, but I don't have any fancy sounding terminology. I don't have any cool slogans. I don't have any like cool abbreviations. Okay, Mr. Doe, you don't even know what copy trading is, brother. This is again. I'm saying this just I guess one last ditch effort to try to make you aware that you have crossed the line from confidence into arrogance because you're yapping about things you don't even know. You are now making comments about copy trading when earlier you literally demonstrated to us you don't even know what copy trading is. So again, your overconfidence is off the chart. And look at this bloodshed. Yes, but if you did change the contracts, your stop could hit quickly. If you copy them, keep the risk. Yeah, I guess you could have to be able to trick yourself into thinking you're trading one contract. Right, Bruce. I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't really accomplish. Like I said, I hear what you're saying, but it still boils down to ultimately, hey Clay, at this size, I noticed. I noticed these results. So why not just make this something? Why not change the thing? Well, maybe the reason why the results are good is because of the thing, right? Putting your money in a copy trade is crazy. Well, I don't know what kind of copy trade are you thinking of. I agree. If you're defining copy trading as some meth head tells you to buy something, so you're going to copy that trade. Agreed. Well, I would say even if there's a good trader and you're trying to copy trade them, that's still not good. But that's not the type of copy trading we're talking about here. Guys, it might be a short. I don't know. At this point, that seems like a chase. But you're right. It might be. It might be. To be fair to you, you said the word might. Correct. Yes. And then that is, he continues to reveal that he is gone into cocky, arrogant territory. But yet he thinks he's humble. The short has gone risky too short here. I mean, depending on the strat, maybe. I need someone to go behind my back and turn on the copy trader, so I don't know. Okay, yeah. So he gets it. He gets the psychology about it. Like it messes with his mind a little bit. Do we short on the new retracement back up? Well, I'm not sure, Eric's. I don't know your strategy. So do you? What does your strategy say you should do? I should have gotten short this morning at 10:15 Central Time. Well, I mean, Brad, brother, we should have bought Bitcoin at $5 a coin 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying, brother? Yeah, it is what it is for your strategy. It is what it is. The thing is, everybody's like, oh my goodness, pure bloodshed. So from here, let's just call it 615 down to there, 580. So a 35-point move. Don't get me wrong, 35-point move is nothing to sneeze at. But like a couple weeks ago, these sorts of movements would be what? Probably at least 100 points, if not more. These size candles would be worth 100 points. Agreed. Thank you. Yes, use code Clay, and you even got the spelling. Got to be all caps. That is true. To be fair, nobody. Well, I mean, yes, I agree. I was being a little hyperbolic to imply, yes, if you're going to use hindsight as the judge, you're always going to look like a moron. But yes, anybody buying Bitcoin back then, it was just yeah. And let's face it, if you bought it for $5, you probably sold it all out at like $50. How long have you been? I got involved in the market in 2006, so I'm celebrating my 20-year anniversary this year. Well, hey, congrats on 33 years, brother, and thanks for swinging by. We'll see ya, next week or whenever you get back. But hey, congrats on 33 years, man. That's good stuff. All right, maybe along here, this hammer candle here has got me interested. It's got me thinking about it, but very clearly there's seemingly downwards pressure that has shown up. But is the downwards pressure done? As I talked about earlier, that white line, that is the holy grail. See, if you just buy the white line, you always buy the bottom. Always buy the bottom with the white line. Magical indicator. Kyle posted the 3 numbers. Did he? Did that dirty dog? I got Tesla at $19 and sold at $420. Cool. So BPN, are you even a day trader? Or are you just like a swing trader investor? Because from 19 to 420, that was like a multi-year swing trade. Some may call that an investor. I don't recognize your name, so just welcome, by the way. Good to have you. But yeah, around here we're day trading. All right, see you next week then, Southpaw. Enjoy yourself. Win no capital gains. There's still capital gains, right? Just it's long-term capital gains now as opposed to short. Yeah, I think that's more of the story, Go Hawks. Which again, great trade. I mean, you literally got 100% return. Oh, okay. So now you're doing more trading. Got you, BPN. Cool. Are you ever going to trade live? Yeah, I've already made like 4 or 5 trades. Eric's 20. Are you one of these people that thinks a day trader needs to be making trades every 10 minutes? Is that your impression of what day trading is, Eric's 20? No, prop firms. The math says prop firms. I've done plenty of real money or of my own funds trading over the years. Prop firms, I have a deep appreciation for prop firm trading, as many of us do. If you have any experience, before prop firms became more mainstay. Let's see what happens. Props. I put most of my gain in my stocks. Okay, so you're taking your trading games and putting them into your long-term accounts. Yep, that's That's me too. My long in the category of investing. Yeah, I definitely invest in stocks. I have a portfolio. Blah blah blah. IRAs. Blah blah blah. All that sort of stuff. But yeah, we're not in that category here. We're in the category of day trading. Agreed. Smart, Mr. Wall Street. Kyle's about to get stopped. I hope not. Kyle, I mean, don't tell him I said this, but I mean, I actually do like the guy, but don't tell him I said that. As far as he needs to be concerned, he's just a dirty rat in my eyes. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't get stopped out. But if he shows up, I'm gonna just say I hope he gets stopped out because he's a dirty rat. But Dean, don't tell him I said that. Indica, you have to go back to the three green square faces. That's kind of like that. That was always your calling card. That's why I always remembered you because you would laugh at my jokes with the three. I don't even know what that thing is. So I would respectfully request that you go back to there, right there. That's the indica that like you built your brand around, right there. Oh wait, Kyle's been here the whole time. Yeah, Kyle, dude, you're a dirty rat. I want you to know that, Kyle. I don't like you at all. You're a dirty rat. Oh, I long waited until a reversal looked promising just now. Added 34 micros. Mm, well, I guess I don't know. Were you making that up as you? Oh, okay. I got to get short here. Okay, short. Take that little. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Hit that green. No, no, no. Oh, doggone it. I don't know if I like the. Okay, I think I'll still try it. We got the double whammy here. We have the tread. What is that tread line even from? I don't remember. Hello? Oh, from that one? Doxo. Look at that. Dude, Indica laughs at it. No, no, not everything. He doesn't laugh at everything. He does laugh at a lot of my jokes. So that's good. Doxo. Stupid scalpy scalp. What happened to Kevin? Kevin was. Are you still here, Kevin? The Kevin that was referred like earlier in the stream, he was like, "If this keeps going down, I'm going to be shook." Is he still? Are you still around, Kevin? Or you suck him back in some of Grandpa's old cough medicine? Hey, Bradley, I recognize that name. Okay, let's see how good my memory is. Bradley, aren't you like 18? Are you 18 or something like that? Aren't you a younger dude? Okay, no, no. Okay, maybe I do recognize the name though. Like you've definitely been here before. Hoovy, what's like I don't what you seem to be kind of obsessed with Indica. Are you the same person or do you follow him around? Like what? Explain to me, Hoovy. You keep talking about Indica. Why? Help me connect those dots. We belong. Okay, right. But that I'm asking, why are you talking about the person's name of indica? Like every time he speaks, you chime in again. Why? Is trading your main job? No, my main job is creating streams of income. I think everybody should aim to be that because that's what wealthy people are, right? Wealthy people, their main job is creating multiple streams of income. So yeah, my main job, as I encourage everybody else here, have it your main job be to have multiple streams of income. So if you already have like a 9 to 5 job, and I don't know, you have some some investments, and now you're trying to do some trading or whatever, that's good. I would argue it seems like you're trying to do multiple streams of income also. That's fantastic. That seems to be your main job. Okay, I'm short. Stop is up there. So if this gets down around here, I'll bring my stop down to break even. But I do want to give this thing a chance to, mainly based on the 5 minute here. And 5 minute, at least in my mind, looks pretty good. But I'm just trying to go with the trend. Oh yeah, house going very well. Drywall was hung yesterday or last week. It's now on its, I think, second round of mudding today. So it is. We're hoping to be in there by Thanksgiving. So where you been, though? Do I add if this comes back down? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to. That'd be kind of interesting. This is. I really like the 5 minute. I really do. All right, I'm going to add down here. So I want to see it. Give me a little bit more. So I will add to a winner down here. Finding a decent 9 to 5 job is harder than getting out of a. Well, how do you define decent? What is decent? Like $150,000 a year? Again, I'm looking to add right here. Yeah, I've been grinding away at my job. Oh, hey, no harm there. Grinding away at that income stream. The JOB income stream, if there's potential there from grinding, no shame there at all, brother. Again, I like the 5 minute. It's still looking good. Will it deliver, though? Time will tell. I own 2 medical. Oh, okay, Hoovy. That's starting to make more sense and why you're so obsessed with him. It's more the name. Gotcha. All right, I'm going to add right here now if it comes back down. So worst case for me would be for it to come down here, fill me, and then go back up and stop me out. That would be like not preferable. I think the edge is in my favor of that not happening, but there are no guarantees. So it is on the table. So if I'm going to get stopped out, please just come stop me out right now. Don't fill me there and then come stop me out. Yeah, 21 EMA is doing work. This green line here, by the way, is the 21 EMA. All right. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Like I said, if I can get filled here, it'll look good. It looks good. It looks interesting. Okay, if it hits that green line, I'm gonna try it there now. I'm gonna add there. Okay, I'm in. Come on, brother. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Took those 5 out. Yeah, let me just get risk off the table. This thing either keeps bleeding or I'm hopping out. But let's go. Come on, keep coming down. Come on. This, I think, is the key break at 590. All right, never mind. Well, the mechanics were there. I was positioned. I was ready. Had it rolled over, that would have been a very different trade. So one of those that feels bad, but in all actuality, the mechanics were good. I was positioned. I was ready for the move, but the move just didn't happen. So it happens. On to the next one. What is that from? We belong. It's been stuck in my head. We belong. No, and it's not Mariah Carey. Maybe this. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a 1984 song. Pat Benatar? Is that what I'm singing? No, not Coldplay. Yeah, I think it is Pat Benatar. Pitch Perfect. I guess maybe they sang that one of that because, but Pitch Perfect is all like cover songs though. Yeah, that one. Is that Pat Benatar, Philly? Pat, oh, it's been stuck in my head. All right, I might try another short here. I'm getting rid of that line. Okay, I don't think I have a choice. I think there's a rule somewhere out there that says if this trend line breaks, I've got to at least take a swing at it. I don't know where that rule book's at, but I think it's out there somewhere. That's the one. All right. Oh, but is this just going to... Do I try a short up here? Maybe I try the short up here and then just see if it wants to reject back down. Should bounce on the 200 EMA. What time frame are we looking at here? 200 EMA is going to be different if you're talking about the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, the 10 minute, the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the 37 minute. Yeah, Baboon Edition. That sounds right. The 1 hour. Okay. Context matters. So there you go. So for any of you that use the 1 hour time frame, sounds like the price is near the 200 EMA. Well, thank you. That's right, Eric's. I forgot about that. I got to close my eyes before I short. Now, do I keep my eyes closed the whole time? Or just when I do it? This is not a favorable region for trading. Well, I mean, I understand that from maybe your strategy, Yo Tubbs. Like, no problem. But, like, surely you don't think everybody trades exactly like you, right? I'm assuming that that is not your thought. Everybody trades exactly like me. But yeah, so for Yo Tubbs, his strategy, he will not be making any trades. Yes, you have a pivot just there. Well, I mean, so maybe some people want to use the pivot differently than you use it. You know what I'm saying, brother? We belong to the sounds. We belong. Isn't that part of it? I. It is messed up. It's been stuck in my head. I was saying it last week. The Knights are Ty. He's cooking up the story. Oh, turn your head and cough. The pivot pushed the price up. Right. So people could have used that pivot to go long. So I'm not saying, I'm not sure why you're saying I don't want to misrepresent what you said. You said this is not a favorable region for trading. But then you just said the pivot pushed it up. So I mean it sounds like it was a favorable region for those looking to go long. So yeah. I went long and made for. Well, see, there you go. So Dan, he disagreed with you. You said this is not a region for trading, and Dan, because he's an independent thinker, is like, well, I'm going to try a trade, and he just made $400. But the tendency is short, so the price going to be up, down, up. Huh? Let's do this, Yo Tubbs. First off, welcome. It's great to have you. I don't recognize your name. You're new around here. But around here, why don't you just give us, as soon as you see a trade where things make sense for you and your strategy, give us 3 numbers. Give us your entry point as a number, your stop as a number, and your target as a number. And that way, Yo Tubbs, we can all see exactly what you see. And not only that, how you plan on making money from what you see. Because an observation is not worth a whole lot within trading, because you got to be able to make money from your observation. So next time you see something where you're like, oh, that's a trade, let us know, brother. Or sister or furry, however you identify. The thing could go all the way. Who in the chat had the amazing video game idea? Oh, you weren't here for the story earlier on? A small, well, I don't know. Was the small green from good habits or bad habits? Let me ask you that. Why is your chart not matched with me? I'm using Thinkorswim. My chart team. I don't know. I'm on the MNQ. So here's what I'm on. Now, I don't know what you mean by match. If you mean like, does it seem delayed? That's because it's a live stream's a delay. Okay. Why are people showing up talking about things like they know? Like BPN, it won't go to 30K 29 first. No, you mean you think it won't go to 30K, right? There's a huge difference between I don't think it'll go to 30K versus saying it won't go to 30K. Like, everybody needs to take a step back. Nobody has a crystal ball. And if you act like you have a crystal ball, we're going to call you out for it because we are baboons, but we're not total baboons. Like, we know crystal balls don't exist. I'm just reading the chart. Okay. That's fine. But the chart, I assure you, is not telling you where the price is going to go. Because that would imply that there's a guarantee. Unfortunately, charts do not give us guarantees. Hey, okay, I can appreciate that. The word should, no problem. Should, might, could, maybe. That's fine. Now, if you said will instead of should, that's where I have the problem. So, okay, there we go. I have no problem with the word of should, could, might. But it's that word will. If you think the chart is giving you wills, you have you do not understand charts. Because wills are guarantees. Are you going to buy in the trend line? That depends on what Yo Tubbs tells me. Yo Tubbs is my spirit animal. HTZ to the moon. I'll take HTZ and use it as toilet paper. My guru says it's going lower. All right, sounds good. Nothing more powerful than the guru indicator. Only Trump tweet subscriptions give you guarantees. No, those don't give you guarantees either. Clay, never eat or drink. Same old. Clay, never eat or drink. That's true about the eating. Because I always fast. I never eat during this period, anyways. But I do need to drink more. Thank you. There you go. Here's my water. I appreciate that. I do need that reminder. I need to drink more water. Oh, so I have to tell you this story. What was it? Oh, okay. All right. So the context was, I think it was yesterday. Our contractor was texting my wife and I in the text chain, but because my wife is the mother of 6 kids, she has things to do, so she's not like constantly looking at her phone. So I was just letting her know, hey, Sam texts you. I don't know if it's urgent or not, but check it out. So then after the live stream, she's like, you really don't have to tell me. Like, I'll eventually get to it. She's like, or are you just doing this? Are you just using that as an excuse to leave the room so you can fart? And I'm like, oh, bless my wife's sweet little heart. She thinks that I'm stepping out of the room to tell her about text so I can fart. I'm like, no, no. First off, if I had to, with the baboons I hang out with, I'd probably just let it rip anyways. But if that would embarrass the family, there is a mute button, so I could just mute it. So no, that's not the reason why I'm leaving. I was leaving just to let you know because I didn't know how urgent it was. But so yeah, she thought that maybe I was using that as my excuse to get away from you guys so I could rip one real quick. But there we go. So that fun. I was like, oh, they'll get a kick out of that. Yeah, exactly. Leave the room. I'll just okay. Maybe a short here. We're almost at the 21 EMA. We are there. Okay, I'm short. Let's see if we can get a rejection here. This is mainly based off of the 5 minute. What time is it? Okay. A little spicy here, a little spicy. I was like, I think even the ladies here, even the ladies that hang around with, I don't think they'd be like, oh, I don't know. Maybe some of the ladies here would be like, I'm out of here. This man's a disgusting pig. I don't think I ever would though, just because that. I mean, I try to be halfway polite. I try to have manners. You know, Evan Messi's a lady. Chris is a lady. I don't think necessarily any of them would be offended, but out of just try to be respectful to the ladies, the way I was brought up. Yeah, sure they are. Dean, I mean, we all know you're a lady, so I don't know what you're griping about. Well, I mean, again, you're projecting. You are projecting. Dean is a lady. He is projecting as we speak. Dude looks like a lady. Again, I'm short. Blue line is my entry, and now it's just sitting right at my entry, deciding doesn't want to actually go back below. I was hoping the 21 EMA would have a little bit more strength on it, especially on first approach, and it's really kind of just putzing around. So give it a little bit more time here. You bet, Lisa. Well, this isn't YouTube, but Instagram. I want to say 80% male. Come on. It will, might for sure, will perhaps go down now. Potentially. Again, that's on Instagram, so I would assume it's relatively similar to YouTube. Come on. Come on. Come on, 5 minute. Come on, 5 minute. Do your thing. Oh, you little rat. No, I'm not gonna risk it shooting straight back up. Doggone it. Oh well. Markets only go up. Why are we Huh? Huh? Harper Electric Contractors. Hopefully you're not. Markets only go up. What do you Huh? Huh? Markets only go Huh? Which brings me to my next point, kids. Don't smoke crack. Name the movie. Clay, my guru stopped responding to my DMs. Are you one of those guys? I have those people. Hey, Clay, can I ask you a quick question? And then ensues multiple paragraphs, many, questions. Or there's a question and then you answer one and then it's another question. And then if you push back, it's just, yeah. Yeah. Are you one of those people? Correct. Hey, good to see you, old wolf water boy. He has to be trolling. I mean, he's just talking. He's talking from like a daily chart perspective. He's not wrong. Daily chart perspective. Well, I don't want to speak for him, but to be charitable, pretty sure he's talking about like this chart. Yes, markets only go up. But I had to do a little trolling. I had to do a little joking myself because and make an educational lesson. Like this is why context is important. Yes, markets only go up from a daily standpoint, pretty much it seems like. But like obviously today on the 2 minute chart, that comment sounds kind of crazy when there's no context being specified. The market is so funny. Most of us spend half the day trying to go long the downside, and we'll spend the rest of the day trying to short. That's so true. That's yeah, yep. And then people wonder why they go on kilt tilt, and that is why you love her. Seems like a keeper. Oh yeah, oh yeah. My wife, she's got a good. I mean, you kind of have to have a sense of humor for me. Let's make easy money. 780 short. Where's your stop loss at? You're missing kind of like one of the important numbers. You gave us entry and a target. Where's your stop at? And 780. Good grief. What? 780? Huh? That's your entry way up here? We are definitely different traders, that's for sure. You are a sway trader. Stop loss 850. It makes me nervous that you left that number out. That makes me nervous. So what is a 70-point stop? Okay, yeah, you're definitely a sway trader. And I don't mean that to say that you're wrong. I'm just saying we're definitely different traders. You apparently have no problem sitting in a position for hours and hours and hours. That ain't me. Again, I'm not for any of you here that are sway traders, where you're like, no, yeah, my positions might take on average 5 hours to play out. Hey, if it works, cool. But yes, we are definitely different traders. It will definitely come down to that point soon. Dang. If you're that far in profit, why would your stop loss be past break even, Mr. 780? All right, there you go. What goes up must come back down. I love that voice. That voice has cooked a lot of accounts and over the years has cost me thousands. The good old what goes up must come back down voice. Yeah, I got that one too. I got that voice too. There's at least two of us. Okay, well that's not a swing trade though. A swing trade, Kevin, is traditionally defined as like in the futures world, like he holds during that 1 hour when the markets close. That'd be a swing trade. I don't trade. It just looked at the chart. I trade Bitcoin and stocks. You don't, dude, day trading stocks is garbage. Same with crypto. What are you doing, brother? Well, today's your lucky day. You are working very inefficiently. Day trading stocks, day trading crypto is garbage. There are way more efficient ways to do it. I have the if it fails to go up, it must come down. Oh yeah, I got that voice too. I have the there's no way it could go lower voice. I have that voice. Again, I need you to listen to my claim. My claim is that you cannot make money day trading stocks or day trading crypto. That is not my claim. My claim is one of efficiency. You are working inefficiently. You are making your life harder than it needs to be. Mathematically provable, day trading futures through a prop firm is way more efficient. Again, I'm not saying it does not work for you. I'm saying it's not working in an efficient way. That is my claim. And I am undefeated. Everybody that has been in your shoes that then moves and tries to day trade futures through a prop firm will come back and be like, hey, Clay, thank you for pointing that out. Like, you're actually right. I trade crypto futures sometimes. So you're trading futures then. See, here we go. Keeping the West wild. You're going into like, okay, let's just make an argument of something that doesn't even fit to anything. Oh yeah, the knife cut. Yeah. There's no way. There's no way this thing goes lower. I like when that voice shouts at me too. Thoughts on options? Well, from what perspective? Swing trading, investing, fine. Day trading, garbage. Just short 780. Says the guy that thinks day trading stocks and crypto is a good idea. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. That's the DCA voice for sure, yeah. Or it can lead to it, yeah. It's one of the argumentations. Yeah, it's one of its the DCA voice's favorite arguments it'll give you. There's no way this goes any lower. Let's see what happens. Let's make money. You're not even taking the trade. You have no skin in the game. What do we? No. I have zero interest in seeing what's happened. You're what we call around these parts a lip flapper. Somebody that just flaps their lips and like, oh, you're taking the trade. Well, no. Okay, then who cares? That's why I love trading. It's one of the true areas of life where you can immediately see if somebody actually believes in what they say. Because all you have to do is ask them. So you put some skin in the game, and if they're like, no, then it's like, well, then you clearly don't actually believe what you're saying. Like, there's not many areas of life where you can figure out, oh, so quickly, does this person saying this to me actually believe in what they're telling me? Many areas of life, it's very gray. Not so here. Then put on a trade, BPN. Did you catch? I did, yeah. Well, I didn't catch any fish, but yeah, we had a successful thing. Clay, have you ever tried any of the crypto? No, no. I've only ever done take profit trader. I don't really like the way crypto moves fine. Well, I suppose Bitcoin moves okay, but yeah, there's just to me there if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Zero interest in crypto trading. Rise and wedge 2 minute. No, I don't. Well, I guess it would depend on if you want to draw. I don't know. Can we? Okay, maybe you're something like this, and then this. Is that what you're thinking? I could probably get behind that. Could probably get behind that. Rising wedge right there. Okay, yeah. So BPN is just not. He did not have any critical thinking skills. He's not tracking my argument. He's not tracking the point of contention here. So you do your thing, BPN. Again, let's bring critical thinking back to schools here in America. We've got to teach critical thinking so people can have a conversation and follow people's lines of thoughts. We got to bring that back. Clay, did you ever get a new concrete place? I actually, yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of it. I'm going to talk to Sam today when I go over there, get his thoughts on how I should handle this. I kind of sort of feel like I should give the guy one final chance, but man, I kind of give him a lot of chances already. Is there a way to reduce? You'll have to talk to your local tax professional. Yeah, correct, Daniel. I don't like I said. This person's either a troll or they're just not. Yeah, they don't know how to follow a line of logic. Did he ever reply? Yeah, he did. It was what I expected. One of his guys told him that he took care of it, and then he was like, "Well, I never heard anything," and that's a fair point. But on our end, we were just like, "Okay, either this guy's given up on the job, um, or he's going to be coming back because there's no way they think that's a good job." So yeah, like I said, I can see both sides, but again, from a business standpoint, he should have followed up. So like that's where I'm kind of torn. Like if as a business owner myself, in that sort of thing, I would have followed up with my customer and been like, "Hey, are you all set? Do you need anything else?" If you just don't pay your taxes, you say. Again, talk to your local tax provider. I do not endorse anything that is said here. This is a den full of baboons. Good luck with that deal. Well, I mean, I'm already well ahead now. Like I looked up the machine I could rent myself from Home Depot. Like I can walk away now quite ahead saving myself because I only paid him 20% of what I owed. I'm sorry, I paid him 80% of what I owed, but the 70 or the 20% that's left is still I can play the difference here and come out ahead. But I still want to do the right thing, but I'm like, I don't know. Is the right thing to still give him one more chance? So that's what I want to talk to my general contractor about. Okay, I think BPN. Just be honest, you are trolling, right? Like at this point, you're just a full blown troll. Let's see. When did this person create their name? Let's see. I maybe should have checked this earlier. 2024. All right, so either a troll or very just socially unaware. I swear I'm not. Okay, so you're socially unaware then. Gotcha. Or you're stupid. One of the two. You're either socially unaware, a troll, or stupid. Those are the three things. Not at all. They moved to Puerto Rico for women and drinks. Stupid is a stupid. Yeah, again. Okay, so this is how I can. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I said, folks, there's always breadcrumbs. There's always breadcrumbs. People that behave as if they know what they're doing leave breadcrumbs. And BPN has just left yet another breadcrumb. I don't know why this life lesson keeps coming up. Again, in life, just tell people when you're new and you don't fully understand stuff. That's a way better look than acting as if you do know, because if you don't, you will leave breadcrumbs behind. And the people that do know what they're doing are going to be like, yeah, no, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, this is the act. It's just a better look. Just there's no shame in showing up and saying I don't fully understand or I don't know anything. I'm new. Hey, people appreciate that. People appreciate it. It's okay. Correct. It's okay not to know. Correct. You should send me a Christmas card, Daniel, with a check in it. I just love reading charts. Okay, yeah, that's that. We're gonna call that the passion fallacy. I just love something, therefore what I say about the something is true or is good or is valuable. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna call the passion logical fallacy. I just love math, brother. I love it. I love math. 2 + 2 = 5. I love math. Do you see the passion fallacy at work? Do you see it? Do you see how the passion? That's a new one. I've never seen anybody try to justify something they're saying as being correct because they love it. The passion fallacy. The passion makes you learn quickly. No, that you could just be passionately learning something. You could quickly be learning something badly, something untrue. No, that does not logically follow. All per your premise, passion could also mean that you're just learning bad information quickly. So, yeah. What did I say earlier about critical thinking? Bring it back to schools here. We got to bring it back to school. I passionately love math. And I quickly learned that 2 + 2 = 5. It didn't take me long at all to learn that because I have passion for it. Does everybody see the logical fallacies being thrown our way? Doesn't need to be well, it doesn't need to be, but this is a fallacy. I don't know what kind of fallacy it is. I think it's a non sequitur. I think that's actually the fallacy. Wait. Are you smoking dope? Are you smoking dope? You just changed your name? You're smoking. Okay, that's who this guy is. You are smoking dope or whatever that one guy was. He disappeared, you showed up, and you're like you're displaying the same brain capabilities. Okay. Now that makes more sense. Like, how do we get two of these people in here on the same day? You're that guy under a new name. And don't try to lie to me and tell me you're not, because you are. On PC. Haha, yeah, exactly. Gotcha. Got him, coach. Isn't it? See, it's amazing how, like, people that can't think leave so many breadcrumbs behind. They don't call it dope for no reason. Yeah. Oh, man. That makes me feel better about the world. I'm like, what is going on with the American education system? How did we get two of these type of people showing up in the same stream? But it's okay. Same person. There we go. That's the problem. If you don't know how to think, A new screen name is not going to save you. It may take people a little while to connect the dots, but man. Oh yeah. This sort of action definitely makes sense now. We're 3 hours, 20 minutes in. I see pride. I see power. I see a bad mother who don't take no crap off of nobody. I know. I assure you, you don't know how to think. Everybody here that does know how to think is like, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you go ahead. Yes, yeah, you know how to think. Go for it. You're one of the best thinkers I've come across. Clay, what did I miss? You missed a whole lot. You missed a whole lot. In fact, it's so much that I'm not even gonna try to fill you in on it. That is from Cool Runnings. I see pride. I see power. I see a bad mother who don't take no crap off of nobody. Say it again, Junior. I see pride. I see a price at the tread line that it's bounced from before. Not sure I trust it though. Okay, if this candle closes below this trend line, I'm gonna look for a back test short. Sanka, you dead, man? Movie gets me ever. Okay, I mean, if you have not yet seen Cool Runnings, sorry. Spoiler alert, so plug your ears. Okay, I can't take any more from this BPN guy. We'll send him on a vacation. I'm not going to ban him. We'll put him in timeout. If he wants to show up maybe tomorrow and kind of maybe think about how he's just being very annoying and obnoxious. And if he doesn't learn from it, then tomorrow we'll ban him. Or he might just be a full-blown troll. And if he shows up and it behaves the same way, then we'll just have two conclusions. Either he truly is totally not situationally aware, and those people are annoying, they got to go. Or he is just a troll, and trolls also got to go. So we'll give him time to think about it. And timeouts have worked before. We've had some people show up and say, "Okay, Clay, yeah, sorry, I was in the wrong." So I don't want to. Okay, crap, I just missed it. That's what I said. A back test of that area. Doggone it. No, that was Tubbo. That was Tubbo TV. Yeah, where did Tubbo TV go? Yeah, he disappeared kind of quick too. Dang. See, talk is cheap. You guys heard me talk about that. I want to see a candle close below here, then I'll look for the back test. And then I missed it. I was too slow. Nice. Now that I talk about him and can't. No, I was the wrong guy. Anyways, you were talking about what was the guy's name? Tubo. Tubo. Where did he go? Oh, I don't know where his name went. It was like Tubo TV or something like that. I don't know I don't know where his messages went. Did he delete them all or something? I don't know. It don't matter. Cheap streaming service with some good stuff available on Amazon Prime. Yeah, plus with Amazon, like we'll get credits and stuff because my wife, when she gets stuff, she like does the non-rush shipping, so she'll accumulate points. So yeah, usually we're if we need to rent something, well, it's free since we have points built up. Hey, Daniel, that's what I like to hear. Good stuff there. Enjoy. Do I try another back test here? Maybe. If this bounces back up to the yellow line, do I try short? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the short at that level. Yeah. We belong. All right, this is what I'm doing. I want it. Okay, we have 20 seconds for this candle to move around. I want this candle to close slightly below. Next candle, I want to open up like right here, bump its head, and then come down. Okay, we're still in play. Come on, 10 seconds. Stay below. Stay below, brother. Okay, now come up and hit it. Now come up, bump your head again. Bump you. There you go. There's the head bump. There we go. I'm going short at the red line. Let's see if it wants to get rejected back down. That'll be my stop. First got to hit that red line. So if the red line turns blue, I'm locking in my stop. I'm in. Come on. Get down there, brother. All right, Indica. Welcome back in the game. Well, hindsight, maybe it should have just been a scalpy scalp, but I'm going to give it a chance. But not feeling so good about it now. Yep, there it is. All right, well. Oh, you dirty rat. I think the market is doing the opposite of what I think more than 50% of the time today, which is not good. Yeah, I would say that's a sign to either figure out what you want to do and then do the opposite of that or just not trade. If that's your conclusion, well, that's annoying. I know. I'm waiting for someone to chime in and be like, Clay, it was so obvious. Your stop loss should have actually been right there. Oh, thanks. Is this like another short right there? I'll be right back. That's what I'm thinking if anybody's curious. Mom home? Hello? Hello? Is mom home? Oh, okay. We have no reason to crash. Harper, you really gotta put like context because you look like a moron right now. Like for your sake, you look like a total moron. I understand you're talking about things from like a daily chart perspective, but like when you don't specify that, you just look stupid right now. I don't want you to look stupid. You seem like a nice guy. I guess just short the yellow line. Right, you're not expecting much from a broader time frame. That's what you mean. And that's what I mean. But when you're just yelling all this stuff without specifying context, you're looking silly. Because right now, I think a lot of people, myself included, like, I think this thing might want to look at that. I mean, good grief. All right, you're less yapping. I already tried to help him out. Is this thing going to flush down through? That is the question. What's up with this y-axis? That's only 5 points. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There she go. Well, I don't know. It's just going to snap back up. All right, I'm going to get rid of this line, whatever. Look at that back to as 4 times. ATR 23. Yeah, that's a bit rough around the edges. We belong. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1. Dang. What's going on? Oh, it's nap time? Are you sure? Mom said usually it's 2 o'clock. Does Mom want you to lay him down at 1? Yeah, that's not 1:30. Or send him in here with me. He can hang out. Let him come in here. Come here, buddy.
Sorry, Jay. It's not your rest time yet.
That's okay. Hey, buddy. You want to say hi? Okay. Oh, yeah, duck soul. All right. Give Dad a little break from you. What are you doing? Who's that? Who's that? Yeah. You're not talking today? Have you been listening to that? No, no. Well, thank you for being honest. You need to listen to Dot, though. Yeah.
But first, so nice.
Oh, really?
Hey, put down.
You think it's going to go down?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. There you go. Down.
Down is this.
Oh, yeah?
Just up or down.
Up or down? No, that's what they want you to tell them. You said down, though. So we'll see. Looks like you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing smart spot.
Yeah.
He liked it. 5, 4, 2, 1, go.
Did you just count down from 5?
Yeah, it's
That-
4. Like
You just totally counted down from 5. Did you guys hear that, or is that me? I'm pretty sure he literally just counted down from 5.
No, that's was why swatted.
For real, do you guys hear that, or am I just hearing, like, am I imagining that?
No, what's George?
Oh, you want to watch George?
No, what's George? What? 5, 4, 2, 1, go.
Oh, on George they did that?
Yes, what?
Oh, Curious George taught you how to count down from 5.
Yes, it's watching.
Yeah, you were right. Look, it went down. Good God, good job.
No, I got it. Mama, Dad is just 150 that.
Yeah.
Mama, Dad is 150 that.
Yeah. That's
Mama.
crazy. You kind of nailed that, buddy.
Mama, Dad.
Let's see if we can break these lows, and then you'll really be spot on.
Mama, and I'll put that on my Birthday Daffy.
Yeah, if anybody went long against this call, sorry, you just got cooked up.
I'm not like that.
This series being stubborn though.
Say no one.
Oh, dude, you nailed it. Good job.
You know what it is.
You know what this deserves? This is where you got to say Doc Soul. Say it now.
That's all.
No, like this. Doc Soul.
That's all.
Good job.
I'm not that strong.
Dang, you nailed it. Holy smokes, you really nailed it.
I'm on that. Sweat up and down.
Dang, you just... All right, brother. Good call. Good call. Hey. There you go. Yeah, we do. We got to get you a mentoring service thing set up.
I'm on that fun.
Yeah.
I'm on that.
Let's count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you do that again?
Yeah, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2,
Okay.
1.
Okay, you missed a 3, but good job. Wow. Good call, buddy. All right, well, why don't you say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Okay, see you later. Thanks for hanging out with me. You can stay in here and play if you want a little bit, but you can go find Dot too. Holy smokes, dude! Okay. I'm gonna try along here, but there we go. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I want to retire after that. What am I doing with my life? Like the fatherly instinct is kicking in too. Like, if any of you went against my son, are like, stupid kid, he doesn't know it. I'm getting along right there. Serves you right. I don't feel bad for you at all. In fact, I'm kind of enjoying it. Again, that's not very nice of me, but like from the father, like protective father point of view, that's what you get. That's what you get, you dirty scumbag. You're like, your tears taste delicious. Like, can I get some of those tears to put them in my protein milky? My protein milky. See, folks, this is why some of you are like, dude, it would be epic if you could stream until the close. My brain, you just witnessed it. It starts to shut down. Clay, your brain's never even, okay, you cooked me. But it's even worse than normally. I just called it a milky. What am I talking about? The protective father logical fallacy. I don't think that was a logical fallacy. I was just saying it makes me feel good that anybody that were like, I don't believe that kid. I'm getting along here. When he said it was going to go down, like, it kind of makes me like, your tears are delicious. But that's not really nice on my part. Protein milky coming. Yeah. Oh boy. Looks like a double bottom. Yeah, as of right now, I don't think anybody's crazy for thinking double bottom. Who trades like this? INP. What does INP stand for? I want 556. All right, so you're looking for a fake break. Again, just buy the white line as a magical indicator, because the white line always shows the low. Like, just buy the white line and you'll be at the low. Surely we keep dropping, right, guys? Oh, there's the voice again. Or, its brother, there's no way we keep going down. Look at this move. There's no way we keep going down. By the way, in all actuality, this move has been what? Has been like a 30-point move. Like, what, 2 weeks ago, this move is worth, what, at least 150 points? Today, it's 30 points. Yeah, the market's chilled out a little bit. It is definitely chilled out a little bit. I don't know. Of the kids that have made the calls, I know Kit said some good ones. I don't know. I think Jet just might have set the new record for like epic calls. Yeah, jettrader.com coming to the internet near you. Who trade like this in prop account? You didn't even hold your trade for 1 minute. Because I don't need to trade. I don't need to hold my trade for 1 minute. I don't use that kind of prop account that has that rule. So West Side, sounds to you. Let me. Are you interested, West Side, in a prop firm that does not make you hold on for 1 minute? Have the kids stare at charts. Why are you telling me that like it's a suggestion I should start doing? You think it's a coincidence that he showed up and nailed that? You think that's a coincidence? Did you think that was blind luck, brother? Not really. That's the whole point of Marius. Unfortunately, this whole move is like 40 points. You know what I mean? That's where you got to keep an eye on the y-axis over here. Because yes, these are big red candles, but in the world of trading, big is a very relative term. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, these big candles, each one of these candles would have been worth 150 points. Today, because it's way less volatile, we're looking at like this has been like a 40-point move. Again, don't get me wrong, 40 points is nothing to scoff at, but yeah. Where'd West Side go? I'm trying to help you out. West Side over here seems to not be aware that prop firms have different rules. Just trying to help him out and he disappeared. That's crazy. We belong. I got to get this song out of my head. Or maybe I just listen to it more. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, right now, this distance between these two numbers is 5. Usually, it's at least probably 10 at this time of day, but it's 5. Yeah, so it's just not very volatile today. Well, okay, not very volatile at this moment in time. Earlier today, during that big downwards move, that was pretty... That thing got pretty violent. Whoa, hey. Again, this move looks epic, and it's a big move, but 85. So this is a 25 or 20, yeah, 25-point move here essentially. Again, that's a big move. But man, can you imagine 2 weeks ago this candle would have been easily 150 points, 200-point candle. Today it's a 25-point candle. You're right, my pivots are gone. All right, I think West Side is gone. Why do people do that? I don't get it. You should. Why is this guy trading like this? And then I try to help him out and he's gone. He's gone. It's crazy. You did say you wanted 556. Good job. Yeah, I see it over on the 5 minute. The pivot, that is. Let's see. Stupid trade of 8. Come on, pivot. Come on, I know there's a pivot out there. Okay, there. Okay. There she is. There's the pivot, the dotted brown line. I'm not interested even if there's no rules. I don't trade below 10-minute time frame. You mean you don't use it? You don't use like it? Okay. Are you talking about the chart time frame or the whole time? Anyways, regardless, you seem to think I'm crazy because I hold trades for less than 1 minute. Are you not aware that there's more trading strategies other than the one that you use, Westside? Or is that maybe what you learned today? That there are more than one strategy out there? I am here to make money, not to blow. Okay, again, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. You seem to be saying, unless people trade like me, they're going to be blowing accounts or something. Are you unaware that there are multiple strategies out there, Westside? Okay, is this one guy again under a new name? Let's see. Maybe. He's starting to give me BPGN and smoking dope, whatever that one guy. He's giving me his vibes. So I'm thinking we might be on screen name number 3. Yeah, today we have had a severe. I mean, I don't know if the virus just all of a sudden, happens in August, but man, the world revolves around me-itis. It's been a thing today. We belong. I'm just glad people are learning. I'm glad people are learning. Good way to end things out here soon. West Side learned that there's more than one strategy out there. That's encouraging. Glad we could help out the new people. Wait, you don't trade like me? Conclusion, therefore you're wrong. I'm glad he now knows that there is more out there available to traders than just his strategy. Look, we are people's knights in shining armor. Like we are helping people learn. This is truly a good baboon den. Who told you you're the exception, Fishman. You're the exception. I don't think it's possible human can do fast trading like machines. Okay, well, I mean, no, can a human? Okay, here's where your understanding is starting to fall apart. If the only way to make money is you have to trade within nanoseconds, I agree. Humans are not going to be able to press buttons as quickly as a machine. I agree. But you seem to think that that's a requirement to make money. That is not a requirement. You don't have to be able to press buttons within nanoseconds to make money. You can buy a button and then 40 seconds later press another button and make money. A lot of traders would call that a scalp. So I think you have conflated the fact that in order to make money quickly, you've got to be able to press buttons within a nanosecond. That's not true. Did you see the new record video for Mr. Washington Hill Club? I have no idea, Batsy, what you're even talking about. CR15. Yeah, he doesn't. It sounds like for him, 10 minutes. If I don't want to misrepresent him, but I think his position is unless you hold a trade for a bare minimum 10 minutes, you're not doing it right. It's too, I guess, I'm not sure what it would say. Yeah, I think that is his position. I don't know why it's 10 minutes and not 9 minutes or 11 minutes. But 10 minutes, I guess, is which again, to be fair to him, if that works for him, fantastic. But he seems to be thinking that like his trading strategy is the only trading strategy. And if anybody that trades for 9 minutes and 59 seconds, they are, I'm not sure what he would say. A degenerate. I'm not sure what he would say to that, but yeah. So there you go. That's what we all learned today. For any of you here, if any of your trades last 9 minutes and 59 seconds, you are, I guess, West Side would laugh at you and scoff at you and say you are a baboon of great magnitudes. Yeah, I mean, you better don't even think about holding for 9 minutes and 59 seconds. West Side is going to show up, shake his finger at you. Don't even think about it, chat. Don't even do it. From here on out, all my trades shall be 10 minutes. Well, bare minimum 10 minutes. But Clay, what happens if you are up 100 points, 300 points in a 2-minute candle because like you capture a huge move? I don't care. It's not 10 minutes. I don't care if I'm up 300 points in 2 minutes because I hit a banger trade on a dump. Nope. 10 minutes, brothers and sisters and furries. But Clay, on those very volatile moves, 10 minutes is enough time for all those points to disappear on you. Don't care. I don't want West Side scoffing at me. I'm holding 10 minutes from here on out. Doesn't matter. We were just informed today. There we go. See, I'm always learning. There's no place better to learn than random people that show up in an internet chat box and start preaching and lecturing us. Those are the best places to learn from. Because I assure you, whatever they say makes perfect sense. Exactly, keeping the West wild. But no, keeping the West wild, you're an idiot. 10 minutes, sir. 10 minutes. Power hour today, or will I be off soon? Oh no, yeah. I'm not planning on power hour. Like this action is. I would have probably already bailed, but now it just dawned on me that I don't know what I've been these past basically 20 years because my trades have on average been shorter than 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm kind of having an epiphany right now. What you're witnessing is a trader going through an epiphany. Crazy. Dang. 10 minutes. All right. There we go. 10 minutes it is. All right. Well, I am going to call it good. If you want to help support the stream, as this is totally viewer supported, there's no sponsorships or anything like that, then save yourself some money while at the same time helping to support the stream, help keeping it ad-free. Code Clay, which is case sensitive, so it's got to be all caps, CLAY. With any of these prop firms I recommend I Love Take Profit Trader. But if you're any of these or use multiple ones, and like I said, you want to help support the stream while saving yourself money, so whatever the current promotions are at any of these prop firms, Code Clay, again, all caps, will give you that deal. So you are accomplishing a whole lot. You are saving yourself money while literally at the same exact time keeping a stream you enjoy, not only ad-free, but also keeping the stream alive and healthy. And that is why I continue to show up day in and day out. People are using Code Clay. I thank you. I appreciate it. And just know that you are you're making a difference. You're feeding some hungry kids. That's why Jet Trader can show up and give you guys those banger calls because he's being fed because you guys are using Code Clay. So that's just him, paying you guys back in a sense. So I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern at the very latest. So make sure if you're not yet a subscriber, you subscribe, turn on notifications so that you'll be reminded of when I hop on. But if you have not yet hit the like button on your way out, if you don't mind doing that, that would be appreciated. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Take care, and I'll see everybody back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Take care.